All right, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm not alone. I brought a friend with me, not to play Legacy, but to play Vintage Doomsday. We have Eric Ratkowski, or Artisan, back on the channel. Eric, welcome back. I hear you've got a nice story to kick things off.
Yeah, Scott, thanks for having me. Since we last spoke, some stuff happened in Magic, but also I had twins, which of course I talk about anytime I'm involved in Magic media. But the
Congratulations.
story, thank you. Yeah, it's a wild ride, as anyone who has kids will tell you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's all perfect, but parts of it are really amazing. So we'll leave it at that. But we were discussing before you hit record how sometimes playing Magic takes its toll on our partners. And I had a funny story. So I'm going to start with that story, if that's all right with you.
Please.
So I went on a big bike ride in Alaska last year and I get home with no sleep. I knew that my partner was pregnant before I left. And we had our first sonogram appointment, to kind of talk about the pregnancy the day I got back. So I get there on no sleep and the midwife completely slow rolls me on twins. And we eventually made our peace with that, is what's going to happen. And so we had to go for more sonograms because there were twins. Like normally you just go for, I don't know, three.
Right.
Friends of ours that have a single kid, they just go a couple of times, you do an anatomy scan, whatever. But we were going like at least once a month, if not more often. And we would get to the end of these things and they always went well. And the sonogram tech would say, look at that. The twins are perfectly healthy. And I'd say, wow, Issa, you can keep smoking. And she would punch me and be like, you're just going to get CPS called on us before we even have these kids. So we get all the way through the pregnancy and it's a tough delivery. We were in the hospital for 12 days. My partner, of course, is a huge champ. I don't know how people do this as a thing more than once, and I don't think she would like to. But on the 12th day of being in the hospital, we're really ready to go home. Certainly Isabel is ready to be done. And the young pediatrician, the resident at the hospital comes in to talk to us. And he's, just going over basic parenting stuff. They say that there's no manual, but he's just saying, they don't sleep on their tummy, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Bunch of boring stuff. And he gets to the end kind of nervously. He's like, we acknowledge that the mental health of the mother is important, but I have to ask, do you use cannabis? And my lovely partner looked him straight in the face and said, absolutely not. Meth is usually good enough. Maybe it's the funniest thing she's ever said.
That's amazing.
She was so done with the hospital.
You've got to have a good laugh in your life. I think that's very important.
At the end of that week, all we could have was a little bit of humor. The whole situation was so ridiculous.
Yeah, no, well, congratulations. Okay. I'm happy that you have your twins. We've got two twins in front of us here, these two Thassa's oracles, so maybe they can be representatives of your twins tonight, and hopefully we can use them to win games. So we met, I guess, last year at EW, the NA one. You were busy making top 8 within Doomsday. Then you came onto the channel afterwards and we played in Doomsday and we went 5-0 and it was a jolly good time. And then, you moved, had kids, and then went to another Eternal weekend. I'm not sure. I don't think I got the order right there, but regardless, you go to another Eternal weekend, you top 8 playing Vintage Doomsday, and then you top 32 playing Turbo Doomsday in Legacy. And so you've been on quite a ride with Doomsday recently. So congratulations for that. I think, that's truly an incredible run that you had there and are continuing to have, because as I understand it, you were also doing quite well at the NYSE tournament a couple weekends ago too. And that kind of brings us to today, where you were talking about Vintage Doomsday with me on Discord. I got excited. You're like, let's play a league together. So for someone coming to Vintage, say from Legacy, and has played Legacy Doomsday before but not Vintage Doomsday, what would you say are the main differences? When I lay the deck out here, it kind of looks similar, right? There's piles of cards that make mana, piles of cards that draw cards, piles of cards that win the game, and then piles of cards that interact with your opponent. So that much looks similar, but yeah, can you speak to the differences at all and what we might have in store for us tonight?
Yeah, coming from Legacy, all these cards are just so much better. Like Ancestral Recall puts Brainstorm to shame, Black Lotus puts LED to shame. You have Come From Nowhere wins with Demonic Consultation. You have slow piles that aren't as slow because you can time walk in the middle of them. So like passing the turn doesn't look the same as it does in Legacy, because when you pass a turn, you just get another one. Um, Gush is incredibly broken. Like Doomsday, I think fits into a weird niche in Vintage. Like there's all these pillars of the format, right? I mean, there's workshop decks that come in a few different flavors. Tony Scapone won NYSE with Jewel shops,
Right.
and there's Sphere shops, and there's Raker shops, and these are all just like slight flavors of what you do with the massive mana advantage from Mishra's Workshop. So that's one pillar. And then there are Bazaar decks, which take advantage of Bazaar of Baghdad and usually don't have any mana at all. And those decks are kind of always lurking around. They play sometimes up to 8 forces. They play Grief. They have a ton of interaction despite having no mana. And then they just have these busted draw 18 cards, because that's what you're doing when you dredge your Golgari Grave Troll 3 times. You can't really do that because Grave Troll is restricted. Yeah. But Doomsday, then I guess, okay, before I just step off, then you have these like big mana power decks that are like Luris PO, Luris Breach, that take advantage of being able to play all the Moxes and Mana Vault and Mana Crypt. And then they just draw a bunch of cards and kind of find some way to kill you. Breach kills you with Breach and Brain Freeze. The other like PO decks sometimes kill you with Fourth Aerolingus. Those all fit into sort of combo, although given how powerful everything in Vintage is, they don't look that much different than each other.
Right.
And then you have Initiative. That's another pillar. And then the Luris decks, the Luris control decks that you referenced on our Discord conversation. I think that pretty much covers all the main pillars. I would have to bring up Goldfish front page to really say that's all there is. And there's certainly other stuff you can do. Oath is
Right.
up there.
Right.
It's
yeah, Bosch
just
and
another
Roll
combo
just
deck.
played that Oath deck at NYSE that looked pretty cool. It was like a Simic version. I'm like, so I used to play, there's probably a time when I first got into Magic Online where I played more Vintage than I actually played Legacy, because I was really into Cube at like Vintage Cube at the time. But that was like 5 years ago. And I honestly, like at that time, there was still, like paradoxical outcome decks that won with Tendrils of Agony and were playing Caracas in them because Leovold was a really prominent card out of the bug control decks. So I've like played Vintage in the past, but it's not something that I've spent any time doing recently. And looking at some of the decks now that have like 4 flow states and 4 stock ups in them, that just seems like you're just stitching together your very good cards, like all the ones you were describing at such an efficient clip these days, that the format seems to have changed a lot. But also when I looked at the top 8 or the metagame spread, sorry, on Goldfish, like a lot of the lists seem to be pretty close to one another percentage wise. And I've heard a bunch of people and like a bit of the content that I've watched say that Vintage is just generally a very solid format right now. And so I'm looking forward to dipping our toes in tonight.
Yeah, it does. It seems quite diverse, and I'm curious to see what it looks like online. I think conventional wisdom is that paper Vintage looks a lot different than online.
Okay.
Card availability is a silly thing to talk about when a bunch of decks feature Black Lotus, but like Tony's deck from NYSE had all the power, but also had 4 Mishra's Workshop. So somehow it's like even further off the deep end in terms
Right.
of power or proxies that you would need if you're at a limited proxy event. Um,
Yeah, that's
and
insane.
yeah, I think that's sort of the trick of Vintage is like every deck, every top of the top 10 decks here features at least 4, if not way more of the most powerful cards ever printed. And what that means is that a lot of deck building decisions are just made for you.
Right.
I said this, I did a breakdown with Eternal Durdles. Like, what are you going to change in Vintage Doomsday? Like, most of these things are auto includes. We're
Right.
working around the margins. And the new Blue Tinker deck that those guys, that testing team that included Justin Gennari and Matt Dupuis and Dan Nelson, who
Yeah.
both top 8 at NYSE, like they came up with this Tinker deck that leveraged Hexing Squelcher,
Right.
and they basically just jammed every possible combo that wasn't Mishra's Workshop in there.
Right.
And they have Time Twister and Yawgmoth's Will and just like everything. Um, so I think you play the most powerful cards because why wouldn't you? And I've been told over and over that you mulligan more in Vintage because you can catch up so much better. Like
Right.
you mull to 5 and you keep Ancestor Recall. Once that resolves, you're basically caught up. That's
Right.
why a lot of fights happen just over card advantage that they would never really in Legacy, because
Okay.
Legacy doesn't have any cards that are quite that powerful. Before we talk about card choices in this deck specifically, I want to touch back on Luris and Esper Luris
Okay.
because, like you, I am scared of those matchups, but in practice, it hasn't proven to be too bad.
Okay.
I beat it twice in Europe and I beat it once in the NYSE. And the games, they don't, despite featuring many of the same cards as Legacy, they don't play out like Legacy games.
Okay.
Bowmasters isn't quite fast enough. Like we're often, when there's an onboard Bowmasters and we're doomsdaying from whatever 18 life, we're doing calculations based on having to empty the pile, having to get a Cavern of Souls to play around whatever other interaction they might have
Yep.
while getting attacked by that Bowmaster.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens in Vintage is that if they happen to have a Bowmaster out, you're just going to win at the same time because answer. Are we back?
I can hear you. Yeah. All right, everybody. We had
I feel like
an internet connection error. And so we're going to try running it without Eric's beautiful face. So you're going to have to just be stuck with mine this evening. Apologies for that. And the internet seemed to cut out about when Eric was going through a nice explanation about Orcish Bowmasters. The fact that oftentimes, since you're winning on the same turn, with Vintage Doomsday, the Bowmaster never actually gets to attack you. And so you're only counting basically the draws, like the 5 or so draws that you're taking to get into your pile as the damage from the Bowmasters. So Bowmasters isn't as potent as it was, as it maybe is in Legacy. Is that a fair summary of the first half of the bit that got cut off, Eric?
yeah, and of course, Bowmasters is still very powerful. You still have to draw cards, and there are obviously situations where you can lose. I just felt that in practice, it didn't work out the same as it did in Legacy. And the same is true of Frog, which is an absurd thing to say, but Frog was often too slow. Like being able to draw one more card a turn,
Right.
it just was not good enough. When I'm tutoring 5 cards and you draw one random extra card off the top of your deck, it's just not enough.
Right.
So what ended up happening in these matches that I played is they did what they're supposed to do, which is exhaust all their resources and then play a frog to try and recoup them. That is
Right.
their game plan. And then I would just have Doomsday left over, or I would top deck Necropotence and I would draw 15 cards and they would lose.
Okay.
Yeah, I think at least 2 turns in these various matches, the frog player countered my first couple of things, and then they played their frog, tapped out, and I just won.
Okay.
Like, just game over.
I'm happy because when I was looking at the list, I did a little glance over, like I was saying, some of the top decks. And when I looked at the interaction suite out of the like Demir control list, it's like 3 Spell Pierce, 3 Force of Negation, 4 Force of Will, Mental Misstep, just like all kinds of bangers. And I was like, ooh, this kind of seems like a nightmare to try to resolve a Doomsday through. But I suppose even cards like Flow State now probably help you keep up with frogs or even just overwhelm your opponent by presenting too many must counter spells or gaining a bunch of your own protective measures before going from Doomsday. So I think I like the way that this is going to feel.
Yeah, and I think those Luris decks, at least in paper, were out of favor this time. They were pretty heavily played at NYSE, but they did not do well
Okay.
because they were just overwhelmed by sphere shops being able to present more must counter things than they had counters, or hexing squelchers shutting off all of that cool interaction that
Right.
you said they have, or oath going over the top. Like you put a frog into play and I put a Trax into play. Good luck.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense to me. So I I'm right in my feeling that like we probably do quite well against the non-blue decks in the format, and then need to try a little harder against the blue decks.
Yeah. There are unbeatable draws from every corner, I would say.
Okay.
Um, like if Sphere Shops has a bunch of Sphere of Resistance, you're going to lose same way you would in Legacy,
Right.
but you can be blindingly fast. You're much more likely, especially with this version. There are 8 spells here that basically get you to a win. If we're counting Demonic Consultation, which you often can.
Yeah, I
The
wasn't
other 7 are just action.
right. And yeah, this is similar to me to Legacy, where you sometimes will play like these 4 cards here will be Tameo or Personal Tutor, to kind of like up the threat density of your deck. But like, I mean, the nice thing is that Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, and Mystical Tutor all get either Doomsday, Force of Will, or Dark Ritual, which is something that always feels bad in Legacy. I think you and I both share a pretty similar hatred for casting Personal Tutor in Legacy, and so I'm very happy to be mystical tutoring and demonic tutoring tonight. Did you want to kind of walk through the deck? So I separated it into piles thematically, but I can sort by mana value, or we made a couple of changes from your NYSE deck. I followed them in constructing the suggestions you had in Discord, which was, I believe, cutting Misdirection, Necropotence, Consider, and Treasure
Treasure
Cruise,
Cruise.
and then adding a 4th flow state, both the Vampiric Tutor and the Mystical Tutor, speaking to that increased threat density, and then a copy of Thoughtseize, a 3rd copy of Thoughtseize in the main deck. And I like, I mean, those changes sound pretty sweet to me. I know that Necropotence seemed to be a mainstay in previous versions. Why do you want to cut that card, or why are you thinking about replacing it for this evening?
Okay, so to be clear, it's in and out of even typical vintage lists because you
Okay,
can't play it with Luris.
forgive me.
So like like if half of them are Luris, and Luris Doomsday is still putting up results, so it's not in any of those. It
Right,
goes
okay.
in and out of regular turbo lists. It feels funny to call it that, but yeah, let's just call non-Luris more turbo. And I like playing the card. It's certainly very powerful, but your life total can be under a lot of pressure. Um, and it probably depends on how many Bowmasters, Hall Breachers, Narset, although I haven't seen that card in Vintage for a
Hmm.
very long time, but how many draw limiters you're seeing. The other thing that Necropotence beats is Flusterstorm, but we're playing discard, and that
Right.
is probably the biggest separation from orthodoxy that I favor.
Okay.
I kept I kept being told by people like last year and even into this year that discard isn't very good in vintage because the top decks are so good. And that might
I
be
see.
true, and I might be too naive. But I watched a video from Brian Koval last year or 2 years ago, whenever he last played Oath at a big competitive tournament.
Hmm.
And he was like, yeah, I was playing Thoughtseize, and Justin Gennari said I should try another one. And I was like, yeah, let's wedge that in there. And like these guys are also thinking that this card is very powerful.
Right.
Um, and what I have found that I value really, really highly is the information. Um, I think you probably win more games simply because of the Gitaxian probe uh, effect, which is that you know when you can just jam,
Right.
and that's a big deal.
Right. Yeah, I would have thought, and like coming from not vintage, that like I would even want more discard. But like I obviously don't know how to fit any of these cards. So like yeah, that I mean I'm certainly on board with playing two Thoughtseize and a Duress in the main deck. It seems really helpful, and I feel the same way in Legacy about having more discard spells in my deck. Then I can build my piles with better information. It does make a big difference because you can keep yourself from hemming and hawing over, you know, two or three different possible constructions, and kind of just feeling like you just have to make a choice. And you know what the right choice is when you've looked at your opponent's hand usually. So I think that's super important. I'm happy to have them along
Yeah,
for the ride
and we'll see how well they perform.
for sure. Yes, indeed. Um, so we've got the classic mana. The mana base is super tight. I really like it. Underground seas, fetch lands, island, sewers, backed up by Jet, Sapphire, Lotus, and 4 rituals. Um, this next column of 18 cards is all kind of ways to draw cards. So we've got Street Wraiths, Classic, a full set of 4 of them here. Because drawing Gush post Doomsday when you have 2 islands is, I imagine, the bee's knees. Flow State, which is a new addition. Have you been finding that card to be solid in the NYSE?
It was either game winning or irrelevant.
Okay.
Uh, I against my round one Luris opponent, I went like flow state into flow state into flow state, and they lost just from an abundance of resources.
Right, right.
And then I played against a Sphere Shops player, actually Rafael Farino, who's
Okay.
kind of famous because there was that Vice documentary about Long Island brothers who play vintage. He
Yep.
was quite a nice player. I had a good time playing against him, and in game 3, he opened on Ancient Tomb, played a Mana Vault, which I mental misstepped, and then he played Mox Emerald and Sphere of Resistance. And on his next turn, he played another Sphere of Resistance, and then he never found another land. I developed 4 lands, Lotus, and Mox Jet, and then drew my Hercules Recall. I Hercules recalled on the end of his turn, and when I cast my first flow state, he conceded. I had 2 more in hand. I was just going to draw a ton of cards. He was locked out. Yeah, it was. That card didn't win. It didn't win me the game necessarily there, but the
Right.
writing was on the wall with
Yeah,
it.
that's amazing. Hercules Recall. We can talk about the sideboard in a second, but I love that card. It's such a classic way to destroy artifact, or not destroy them literally, but to remove artifacts. And it always feels good when you can fire one of those off on a board full of hateful permanents for sure. Um,
And it may become even more important in the car meta. Yeah, fortunately, it can be force of negation, but as some vintage experts have been telling me, it is just another must counter out of shops decks.
it's 3 mana too, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's insane. Got to be careful with those research and design. They tend to
Yeah,
go over the top when they've got text like that attached to them, especially. So
I I saw someone complaining. They were like, "You're telling us that you took this card whose entire theme is 4s and you made it cost 3? Are you kidding?"
that's true. That's a
What
good
kind of
point. It's a flavor fail. Wow. Oh, that's
They just can't
madness.
help themselves.
No, that's all right. I guess we'll figure out that cross that bridge when it comes to it. Um, yeah, other powerful like Gush is a card I use in my Commander Doomsday deck, and it's one of my favorite cards to cast. You can do a lot with Gush. Would love this card in Legacy, but of course it's too busted. Um, in
And
term,
interestingly, of all of these restricted cards, Gush is pretty much only played in Vintage Doomsday. They're
that's
not
true.
playing it in
Yeah,
other ones.
right. Yeah, no, that's I mean, it's a very powerful effect for us, but I know that like I've been playing some pre-modern and obviously Gush is very powerful in that format, and it's really fun to play. But I guess there's not what are they like fast spawn Gush decks running around in Vintage. That's a product of past times.
And it is still restricted, so you
True.
have to have your
Yes.
one of Gush.
Yeah,
Mystical
that's
Tutor for Gush and Fastbond, and then Snapcaster. I don't know. Yeah, it's
something. The Snapcaster Gush, that seems intense. Okay, can you cast it off Snapcaster by returning islands? Yes.
No,
No,
because I
because it's an
think
alternate
flashback cost
cast.
is always the
Right.
yeah.
Right. Sorry. For a second there, I was like, wait, are we going to change our deck last minute? Um, okay, so I've got, I mean, Demonic Consultation, another sick card. Anyone who plays Commander will know that this is a nightmare over there. Fits very naturally into Doomsday when you have the twins. Thassa's Oracle. And so I'm very happy I hope we get to consult someone. That would make me really happy tonight. Do you want to talk about anything else about the main deck, or do you want to look at the 17 sideboard cards I have here and tell me what you think we should remove?
Yeah, let's look at sideboard.
All right. So in the sideboard, I have, so I cut Snap already for Force of Negation. We don't have to do that if you
Snap.
don't want to.
Nah, Snap was a meme. Like I didn't decide I was going to NYSE until 6:30 the night before,
Right,
and
right.
basically one of my pauper homies was like, "Oh, you should play that. It's a free removal spell." And I was like, "I'll give it a shot," but it doesn't have a place in Vintage really.
Yeah, fair enough. I wasn't sure if there was like cheeky piles with it because the 2 mana you untap off the Snap allows you to cast the Oracle. So I wasn't sure if there was like creature based permanent hate spells that we cared about, and that kind of informed the decision to include it. But maybe I'm looking at Jesus in my soup.
I mean, it is incredibly powerful, like deceptively so, because it is free. But the reason you can't afford is because if you build based on that, if it gets countered, you don't get to untap the lands. That could be a problem.
Right.
Bouncing, other than in very specific situations, is just not good enough. Like Hull Breacher and Orcish Bowmasters, these things all have flash, so they just put it back in. Hurkyl's Recall is obviously a different situation, but yeah, it's fun, but I don't think it's there.
Okay.
And I think so. I guess some people at NYSE completely avoided Leyline of the Void because they're like, if people are not playing quote unquote budget decks, there's not going to be that much Bazaar.
Right.
And so you can free up a bunch of sideboard space like that. But the truth is that people like playing Bazaar. At Eternal Weekend, there will be Bazaar decks. And if you are not prepared for them, they're just going to kill you. Because
Right.
again, they're playing potentially eight forces and 4 griefs, which means Doomsday specifically cannot overcome that much interaction along with a fast clock.
Right.
So I would say Leyline of the Void and Tabernacle, those 5 cards are for that.
Okay. So we're gonna get Tabernacle in here somehow.
Yeah.
You had
cut
Thoughtseize. Okay. And then there's this extra Force of Negation. So in your message, you were like, we should cut Thoughtseize and Snap for 2 Force of Negations and maybe Tabernacle. So how do you want to fit this tabby? By the way, Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale, I think, is my favorite named Magic card. I just love it. I wish I had the original art here, but it was twice as many tickets, so I went for this one. But I just love this card. There's something about the name that is just so badass, and so I'm very happy to be playing the very expensive Legendary Legends land.
I agree with that. I never really thought about it that way, but it's very unique in terms of that early era of Magic had weird flavor. They were just kind of throwing shit at the wall, right? Like
Yep.
Urza and Mishra, there was no background story until maybe Antiquities, but maybe not even then. It was just kind of alluded to on these cards. It was
Right.
just a completely different era. And like, has Pendrell Vale shown up anywhere else in Magic canon?
We should do a return to Legends set. revisit Pendrell Vale. I love that. Yeah, that's just like the definite article using the in the title. It just sounds like it's a really legendary place, you know. So I really really like it.
Yeah.
And it also destroys all your
Um,
opponent's stupid vintage dredge creatures. So so I like it even more for that.
yeah. No, and it is literally you would rather have Leyline of the Void, but Tabernacle is like a one-time board sweep. They're gonna try and kill you with Icarids after
Right.
that, but yeah, it gets the first round of stuff. I think, Unable to Scream is there for initiative stuff and also for Psychic Frog. It is a imperfect answer to a lot of the problematic cards, while acknowledging that if you kill them, Luris possibly rebuys them.
I see.
So,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
I was going to ask about that, but that
I
makes perfect sense to me. So the reason you see Unable to Scream in vintage sideboards is because Fatal Pushing a Psychic Frog means they just replay it with their Luris, and then you've gotten nowhere.
yeah,
Whereas making it Unable to Scream means it's stuck on the board. That's neat. I like that a lot.
yeah, and again, those decks are a little bit off right now. So that's possibly where I would look, although it has utility against like shops because you can put it on a flesh raker or
Mm,
um, yeah, it just has a lot of utility. Vintage is just so fast that it's pretty rare that I'm putting Unable to Scream on anything. You often just want to nullify something. It's almost like a bounce spell, which
right.
is why Snap is almost there, but not quite.
Right.
Unable to Scream just answers it more permanently. Mindbreak Trap is possibly what the Force Negation should be.
Okay. Is my break trap
I
for like
was
the Fraker Shops deck or
It has utility against those, but also against Hex and
PO?
Squelcher
Oh,
because it exiles
oh,
and doesn't
true.
counter.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Oh, there's so many little things. I love it.
And those Squelcher decks were not playing Wasteland, so it's not inconceivable that you might get to the point where you're hard casting it.
Okay.
That's also why I had Misdirection at NYSE, but we'll see how this goes. If the car meta is more prevalent than the Hexing Squelcher meta, these changes make more sense. Consign, Steel Sabotage, 3 Force of Negation, and Hercule's Recall, and potentially Null Rod are all going to be good there.
Right.
Artifacts are just so important.
Yep.
I only played my Null Rod once, but honestly, I was pretty impressed because we are not playing that much power. That against like Tony's deck, Null Rod is pretty good.
Right. Yeah, so we can
Like
get
it's
by
not
playing
costing us
it.
that much.
True. Yeah, whereas a bunch of other decks, if you're playing 5 Moxes plus like Grim Monoliths or like other cards like that, then especially you're going to be screwed. And the Raker Shops deck uses the Sensei's Top, right, as part of its combo. So this helps there as
Yes.
well.
I haven't seen that specific version in a while, but yes.
Okay.
And of course, you left out Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, and Mana Vault in
Right,
lieu
right.
of
The list is long.
Grimalice.
Yes, yes. I'm naming the wrong powerful artifacts. So you want to get rid of the Unable to Scream or the Mind Break Trap?
Let's just take a shot in the dark and get rid of Unable to Scream. If we end up running into 3 Luris decks and we lose 3 times because we didn't have Unable to Scream, then that's on me. I'll take that mark on my
Sounds
record.
good. Sounds good. Well, we 5-0'd last time, Eric. So I think I have faith in us tonight. I got to make sure I don't accidentally sign up for a legacy league here, otherwise we're doomed. Vintage Artisan DD NYSE. Alrighty. Oh man, I'm pumped.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thanks
It's
for
gonna be fun.
coming. I'm always pumped to jam some magic, especially with you, buddy.
The secret is that my partner doesn't love when I go play Magic unless it is for the good of the community. So I went to New York
Ooh.
City and
I
eh,
mean, community is
it's
so
hard to say.
important. How can you say no to
Well,
community?
yeah, she like doesn't want me to disappoint you. She doesn't. A couple of my pauper friends wanted to go play a team event in the city, and they just asked her, and was she gonna tell them no?
I mean,
Okay, we won the die roll. I guess we win.
I hope so. I'm gonna need you to hold my hand, Derek. What do you think about when you see this hand?
Well, there are a lot of very powerful cards here. I think it's probably a keep.
Yep.
We have a clear path to any number of wins, but we have no interaction. Well, I guess we could fire this Thoughtseize on turn one. They did not reveal Luris.
Good point.
So let's say the range is could be Dredge, could be Shops, could be White Initiative.
Yep.
We can Thoughtseize on turn one. We have a redraw with the Street Wraith. Yeah, I think we're keeping this.
All right. I'm happy to keep. Then I guess the next question is, how do we proceed? Do we have to thought seize in this format because the cards are so powerful that since we don't, I mean, or we could like ponder and look for a force of will or something, force of will and combo
I
piece.
feel out of my element here. I would thought seize because I think it is our interaction. That's our turn one interaction, and we need to be able to solve the first problem.
Right. And then this will also help
Um,
us decide what we might want to be tutoring for and looking for off of our
yeah,
ponder.
we can do things like mystical tutor in our upkeep for ancestral recall if that's going to be important. Okay. Ooh, wasteland's not good though.
Oh yeah, the wasteland is terrifying. They've got a mana vault, a flesh raker, and a divining top. Is divining
So
top
we're
and
absolutely
flesh raker together a combo on its own? Like it doesn't require a third piece?
no. You need another divining top
Another
because they
divining top.
swap each
Right.
other.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're definitely taking Mana Vault. Mishra's
Okay.
Workshop does not cast Fleshraker. Saga will take time to get going, or they could wasteland us. Uh,
Okay.
it depends what they try and do. Yeah.
All right. I'm taking the mana vault on your recommendation. We don't fire street wraith here. We just pass.
Yeah, because we don't want them to know that we're
Doomsday.
that, and that's the thing about this. That's the thing about this format is like if they fire a wasteland and we just play Black Lotus next turn, they're screwed. Or if we just draw Black Lotus, all right, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but
It'll have to be all right. The double wasteland hand is crazy.
yeah, it's something.
All right, let's see what we get here.
But we're just gonna draw Black Lotus.
Hoof.
That's the worst possible draw.
Yeah.
Yeah, cycle that thing.
Let's see what we get. Come on, land. Okay.
No,
Well,
that's not nothing. They'll probably play their Saga. It's also
dying
okay.
to a saga with Force of Wills in your hand is something I'm also used to in Legacy. So
Yeah, these formats are way closer than you think.
they're the same.
But
All
they
right.
draw. No.
Just saga, I guess. They're not even playing out their top. Does that mean anything?
Maybe this is they'll try and win. Okay, well that's not great, but you got to play it. If they wasteland us, then we start to consider forcing other mana sources because okay, great. Yeah, just leave it on top because they're not going to be able to make constructs, which will kill us.
True, yeah. Maybe they will just stay on the Wasteland plan. They do have the second one.
That would actually be fine. Let's say they get Vexing Bauble to try and get their Flesh Raker into play,
Oh, yeah, that would be good.
but we are threatening.
Cage. This
Okay,
doesn't mean anything for us, right?
correct. Do not care.
All right.
That's fine. They have one unknown card. No, two unknown cards. So that Wasteland's gone from their hand. So let's get basic island
Okay.
and ponder. We're looking for another land, and the plan here is to
Oh, we got two in a flow state.
oh great. Yeah, this is awesome. Put flow state in hand. Delta with C on top of it and flow state on top of that, and we'll draw the flow state. We can pitch it if we have to.
You want Pluto Delta on the bottom.
Yeah, Delta C flow state. And if we're not going to get to force anything, I don't think, because they're going to get
The
Vexing
bauble.
Bauble.
Yep.
But in our upkeep, no, we want to draw this other land. Maybe that was wrong. They will have to have drawn a mana source. If they just get Soul Ring, then our force is live. So basically, our options are yeah, there's Bauble. Sure. Oh, they had Ancient Tomb. Love it. Traeger, fine.
There's no world you force that to turn on the flow state, right? That's just silly goose thinking.
Yeah, because it costs us both of these other good cards.
Right. Yeah.
So we could, we don't have, I mean, we are so close to just Oracle Demonic Consult win.
Right.
But there's another land under this. We could duress and take their Sensei's Divining Top. So
I
we
like that.
probably don't lose to that.
Yeah.
They have two unknowns. There's certainly stuff we could lose to. They have not played the workshop yet. Yeah, it doesn't do us any good to flow state because we can't play anything that we get, even if there's mana.
Yep.
Okay, the options here are either duress or demonic tutor, and I think it's got to be duress. We're gonna draw another land.
Yep. I like duress. Oh wait, you have another line?
Yeah. No, duress.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, because Lotus is shut off too, right? From the Vexing Bauble. They have a 1 ring too. That's terrifying. And double Deafening Top. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the tops kill us, so
yeah,
we're taking those. You got to take one of those.
Yep. All right. I guess we pass.
Yeah. We're going to get this other land. They're going to play 1 ring and top.
Yep.
Make 2 little dudes. I guess if they draw another top, we're dead again.
And we kind of want the 3rd land too.
We do. Without access to any really fast mana. Double Wasteland did hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're ahead if we had another land. Like the Grafdigger's Cage and Slow Saga are opportunities that we didn't take advantage of.
Right.
Because we're gated on land.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Yuck.
Oh, they're drawing like ballers not here. Good. The Vexing Bauble, I do not miss that card. That is
no, it's so dumb.
When it comes off the Saga, that's a lot.
Did they just draw another top? Oh, no, they're spinning.
They're spinning.
Yeah, if they find one, we die. But they can't play their ring. We take 2 and go to 9. We could stupid Vexing Bauble. Maybe we're just dead.
Yeah.
They play another top.
Recall doesn't do anything for us, does it? Ancestral Recall.
No, the problem is that all the fast mana
is turned off.
All the fast mana and Gush are shut off.
Yeah. Right.
This one's lost.
Should I just scoop it up, or do you?
Let's hang on. Attack us down to 5. We know we're drawing a land, so I think we have to Mystical Tutor. Just Mystical Tutor, just for shits and giggles.
See what we've got here.
Actually, no. There's not even like a fun line where we fail to find and then draw the Oracle, but because we don't have the 3rd mana, so it doesn't matter.
Right.
Well, I mean, we could put Time Walk on top, but we don't have enough mana to do anything with any of this.
It's probably Recall, right?
Yeah.
Ancestral. Then we could draw.
We could draw
Dark
land,
Ritual
Time
Doomsday,
Walk.
land Time Walk. Dark Ritual Doomsday is not enough, even with Cycler, because we can't Gush, right? I think I'm going to take the Recall, and we'll see see what happens. All right. I think we're dead, right?
Oh, so close.
Yeah, the Wasteland.
Yeah. Yes.
Was unfortunate.
Yep. That was enough.
All right.
All right. Well,
we'll get him next time, kid.
To the sideboard.
Okay, so what are we looking at here?
Well, not all the artifact stuff, but you may as well bring in Long Goodbye, Null Rod, Steel Sabotage, and Consign.
Yep.
Just go with those things.
I'll hang those over there.
I'm not really playing like any prison pieces. I don't think discard is very good here.
Okay, we don't want Hercules.
Let's think about it. Is Hercules going to do much for us? Yeah, they're just not playing. It doesn't get rid of Rakers, and it doesn't hit their combo, like mid combo.
Right.
Doesn't do anything for us.
We've already got the Sabotage for the Vexing Bauble. That's only a 1 of anyways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
and Force of Negation's not good either, sorry.
It might be, but we got to run the risk of overboarding and just being too slow.
Right. Okay.
I think often in these cases, I look at taking out a Ponder or one of the tutors, because the tutors are a little slow, but let's take out Ponder.
Okay. Is Ponder better than Consider or not?
No, let's leave Consider to turn on flow state.
Oh, true. Okay.
Ponder is
Yep.
just like a crappier flow state.
Okay.
If the game gets dragged into the dregs.
Yep. Is he?
Just going on vibes, you know?
I'm happy with these vibes. Let's do it. Let's do it.
See if we can follow up that 5-0 with an 0-5.
I mean, I was gonna make the joke, but maybe because I didn't make the joke, it's gonna become a reality. This is probably good, right?
Yes, this is absolutely a keep, and we're gonna cycle that Street Wraith, and we're gonna just play a fetch land, and if we draw like Lotus or something,
Right.
we could just jam, especially with the Oracle in hand. Gives us some options.
Yeah, I actually like this. I guess just cycling Street Wraith is just so much better in the blind and vintage than it is in Legacy 2. Like you probably do this a lot more often,
the
right?
things that it can, for sure. The things that it can draw you are just so good. All right. So you leave up fetch land. We're going to steal sabotage their first thing.
Okay.
And then if we ponder next turn, our flow state's actually on.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet too. You love to see it.
I kept 7. That's not great. Probably got to worry about Mindbreak Trap, I think.
True. Okay. Is that like a common 3 of? Yikes. The strip mine, no. Just passing, huh?
Play some chicken here. We can do that. That's fine. Yeah, we'll just pass again.
Okay.
Didn't give us a Dark Ritual, huh?
No, I mean, I guess we could ponder for 1, but then we might find
MTGO
ourselves.
Really likes showing off its new cards.
It does.
And that's why they did that.
We've got to counter that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And do I get Underground Sea or Island?
Get Underground Sea. We got to play chicken with this strip mine.
Okay.
Notably, they probably should have tapped the Wasteland. Because if they burn their strip mine on this Underground Sea, then we're safe to fetch Island with the other one.
Right. Yeah, that's a subtle decision that was made. So now we get to ponder probably.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're trying to pull the trigger.
Oh, yes.
Great. And we drew another line. So after this ponder, we're going to be able to flow state. Yeah, this is good.
Ooh, Time Walk. I guess we take that one.
And then fetch 2 Underground Seas and flow state.
Underground Sea.
Does it make sense to Time Walk here?
Time Walk lets us untap.
Freeze up a mana.
Yeah, and then we get to flow state next turn. Maybe we could hit Dark Ritual Gush or something. Again, Mindbreak Trap is a possible skipper. Do you want a Time Walk?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And if they wasteland us now or strip mine us now, then sure, we can still flow state.
Yeah, that's fine. If they pull the trigger on the strip mine at any point, we're fine. I don't think... Yeah, Mindbreak Trap's not on. Sure. This is great. Now we can fetch our island and be okay.
Yeah.
Presumably we find some mana source off of our flow state.
Yeah. I'm here for it. Let's go. Not bad. The Vexing Bubble's gone too. All right, let's find our flow state. Okay. So we want Lotus.
And flow state.
All right.
This is popping off. I think play the Lotus and flow state again with blue floating.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah? We don't Doomsday, right? Yeah.
We still have a land drop to make.
True.
And take both lands. I would
flow
fetch
state
the
again.
Island and flow state yet again, yeah.
Okay, I love vintage, Eric.
Somewhere out there, I don't know, like
this.
Brandon Adams is saying, why are you not casting
Doomsday?
Your Doomsday.
Yeah.
So now we take maybe you dig through time and Gush.
Yeah, I definitely want Gush. We're gonna get wastelanded off black.
No, we're not. We're gonna return our lands with Gush.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're taking Gush and dig?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's
That
fine.
gives us more options. Sick.
And we can obviously still pitch this Oracle to the Force because we have a backup.
Yep. True. You love that too. Man, we basically just cast Time Walk, then put half of our deck in our hands. Ooh, double Wasteland. Oh, Grim Monolith. This just resolves?
No, you got to force
We
the crap
force
out of
it?
that because
Okay, okay.
if you force it, we win.
Oh, true. Yes, 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 yes. I see the vision. Can we win
Okay.
through Mindbreak Trap here? Was I supposed to pitch the Oracle?
Yeah, that's fine. We
Okay.
have another one. Okay. So we're gonna Doomsday here, and we're gonna gush, and we have a blue open. What can we do with that? Okay, we can get. Yeah, so just cast a Doomsday. We're gonna do this.
We can get like
I want to.
Flusterstorm to beat Mindbreak Trap or something? Is that
Yeah, because we drew the Brainstorm, we can get with our gush. We're gonna get Lotus and Flusterstorm, and that's only 2 spells. And then the Lotus can cast Brainstorm. Yes, we'll still have 3 cards left. Um, and then the Brainstorm will just get you have the Lotus, you have the Flusterstorm,
Yep.
you
I've
have the
got
Oracle.
Thassa.
You can put a probe in there because why not?
Yep.
And then we don't have to worry about them killing the Oracle, obviously. So the last card kind of doesn't matter, which means maybe it's a null rod because we're hiding it.
Okay. I like that. So just to run me through this, we're gushing into Black Lotus Flusterstorm. We've got our blue mana available. We can cast the Lotus, use the blue mana to Flusterstorm Mindbreak Trap if that's where they stake their claim. And then we're cracking Lotus for triple blue.
Yep. Gush drew us those 2 cards, so we still have 3 left. We're not going to die to our Brainstorm.
Right.
And then the Brainstorm sees Get Probe, Null Rod, Thassa's Oracle. Null Rod's on the bottom. Get Taxian Probe draws us into Oracle and shows us if they have anything. At any point along the line, if they have Mindbreak Trap, if they have 2 Mindbreak Traps, we still don't necessarily lose
Because we can pass and
because
present the Oracle
on our
next
next
turn.
turn,
Okay.
we're going to
Yeah.
have 2. Yeah. Yeah.
I like this. All right. So I can go Null Rod on the bottom, I guess. It doesn't
Yep.
matter as
Then
much
Oracle.
here. And then as long as
No, yeah, then Probe. Then Flusterstorm and Black Lotus don't matter.
yeah, okay.
It seems like they're F6.
So blue Brainstorm, we still have 3 cards in our deck too.
Put Null Rod and Oracle back on.
Then I can
Probe.
for 2 life. What do they got? Bunch of nothing. All right.
That's
Slowly
vintage, baby.
redeeming ourselves. Oh man, triple flow state. That was amazing. All right. All right. I'm getting pumped up. We don't make any changes
You know,
being on the
I'm
draw.
starting to think that maybe we want more Force of Negation. Like, look at what that hand was.
Yep. They had
I'm altering my 2 Tezzerets and a ring.
Yep.
Let's take the long goodbye out
Mm-hmm.
for a Force of Negation. Because, I mean, let's be honest. If they get a Flesh Raker into play, we're probably going to lose.
Right. And you would say that's fine. You don't want more than 1 fawn?
Yeah, we might want another one. Then you start looking at Consider. I think Consider is the first cut.
Probably fine, I think. I don't mind that at all. I like the way this looks, especially on the draw. Like countering a Grim Monolith or something can be good too.
Yeah, 6 forces.
1
and we try and go fast.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Here we go.
Wild ride in vintage.
Fascinating.
Maybe should be taking these stupid Flusterstorms out. But I think you got to keep this.
We can pitch one of
I'm
them.
dumb. We should have been taking Flusterstorms out.
Maybe having one was nice for that exact situation we found ourselves in last game, but I could see.
We don't even know if they have Mindbreak Trap, but yeah.
Yeah.
1 left in.
You wanna keep this anyways?
I do.
Okay. Do your worst opponent. Thoughts?
Boy, wisdom in Legacy is that you counter this. They have still 5 cards left in hand. Yikes. I think we let it go here.
Yep.
The thing is that Mishra's Workshop does not untap those things. So, like, yeah, you got to counter that.
Yeah, this gets bobble.
And it untaps the monolith.
And it untaps the monolith. Yep, sure.
Which isn't going to untap now.
Man, I really hope we draw land, I think.
Draw land.
Okay, there we
Nice.
go.
Okay.
Now
I would hold up Consign.
Okay, I like
because
that.
we have the Doomsday in hand, we can go a little slow.
See if they have one of their many wasteland effects this game too.
Hopefully, if they do, I think you got to let that go.
Okay.
Because last thing we want is key.
Right. Key untap
Land
monolith.
untap monolith.
Yep. That would be
Like
horrible.
another tomb or something. Except this could find them their wasteland, but honestly, yeah, Consign is just going to be better at something else. Getting their wasteland.
They are.
Does seem like they're playing eight of these things.
I know. All
Probably
right.
got to float blue there.
Yeah, I
but
definitely should have done that. I forgot that Moxes were legal for a moment there. Well.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what the pile looks like. How fast can they kill us? Like instantly, right? Potentially.
If they have another tomb with a flesh raker, and we know that they have a top on top, and they play a mox and then start spewing their stuff, we die.
Okay, and they can use the tomb, play top, dig deeper for another wasteland as well. Maybe that, like, there's no pile where like Doomsday or Black Lotus is like the top card of your pile, then you use Ponder to go searching with it, is there?
Well, but then you just like straight die if they play Vexing Bauble or something.
True. Yep.
So our choices here are just say F it and go Dark Ritual Doomsday. We could go really slow and do something like basic island with Ancestral. Then we die to their Strip Mine, but not to Vexing Bauble. Or we could ponder and hope to find a Mox. Mox would make this easier. Or we hold up Consign. And I guess each one has pros and cons. Ponder helps us find another land. It could potentially find a Mox, which would still let us play Consign to Memory.
Yep.
And we lose the opportunity to ponder if we get wastelanded. So
I think I like playing something, but
okay.
But I'm not
then
sure.
Let's play
Maybe.
Ponder.
Okay. I don't want the same thing to happen that happened last time. Maybe this is wrong though. Do you think it's safer to hold up Consign again?
It's definitely not safer because then we die potentially to wasteland. I think that's if we're good. We're behind a little bit. We're going to have to get a little bit lucky, fade another wasteland. Now, okay, here's another bit of logic. It seems to me like they flipped their Sensei's top to get their wasteland.
Yes.
So we can maybe assume they don't have another one, and maybe not another powerful land.
Yep.
So let's ponder while we can.
Okay, I like that thinking.
We would be mega rewarded by that's okay.
Cycler Island gets us to Gush, right?
Next turn. Yeah, we should do that because we can win if we don't get wastelanded or carned or something.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with this, and we see what happens.
Hopefully they have to play their Sensei's Divining Top.
Yeah, and if they have to do that to like find another wasteland, then we just get to play Island and hold Consign up.
Yeah, although then we're trapped with another Doomsday below it.
True.
Okay, that's not terrible. If they just play a Raker here, that would be ideal. Okay, that's okay. And they played their land, so we're not going to get wasted.
Yeah, they don't have key, I don't think.
That's okay.
Oh, nice.
All right, I think we win.
Can we beat Mindbreak Trap here? No. Yes. With Fluster
no, we can't because we're gonna need. Oh, because it's
we can
in
with
hand.
Fluster.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, fucking hell. This is so sick. All right. So play Island, go Dark Ritual, Doomsday, go to 9, cycle Street Wraith to 7, draw Gush, float blue mana. Gush into
Yeah,
something.
and that's the
Oracle.
thing about vintage. You can kind of just be like, whatever.
So we need
Especially with this Flusterstorm backup, which is
yeah. Yeah, the Flusterstorm's actually really good here. See, we're geniuses for not cutting them. Okay. So
I I think it's get probe again. You know, like it can't be recall. This is kind of a classic thing. Like if you street wraith into
you
Gush
can't recall
or
because
into
you
recall, you can't put the other. Yeah, you have too few cards.
right.
You can't just draw two.
So
Everything is so powerful.
7-5. Do we just put other cyclers in the pile or something? Or wait, can we draw Force of Will? Oh wait, no, we're not recalling. Sorry.
Yeah. So just Oracle. You know what? Put the other Oracle in there just in case. We do
Okay.
not have to worry about people killing it. That's just like, yeah, Gush Probe, Lotus. Yeah.
Okay.
Wraith gets us Gush. Then we have 4 cards left.
Yep.
Gush gets us Black Lotus
Probe.
and Kit Probe. Probe gets us Oracle, and the whole time we got Flusterstorm.
Okay. Done.
We lose if they have exactly 2 Mind Break traps in hand.
Right. Oracle.
Or Probe, Lotus, Gush.
Probe, Lotus, Gush. Cycle
Like
Street
the subtle
Wraith.
flex of doing that before.
Yeah.
Gushing.
Just want them to know that we have it, you know? Show me your Mind Break trap. I guess I can just do
This
this
is interesting.
now.
You can do that first, yeah.
Actually, we do want to do this, right? Because if they do have double trap, then we don't want to play the Lotus, I
Oh, yeah,
think.
interesting. What do they have?
Oh, shit. I just played the Lotus without looking. They have nothing. My
Oh,
bad.
we
My
still
bad.
have Flusterstorm backups, so it's all good.
Yeah. We're good. All right. Triple blue. Is this Bob's your uncle in vintage? Close to it. All right. And
So
we
much.
still have 3 minutes left on our clock. You love to see it.
Our poor opponent. Sorry, J.A. Britton.
Yeah, we
could have been a little faster, I
apologize.
think.
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly me just saying dumb things that don't make any sense, and then you being like, hold on, I need to explain some heuristics. All right, well, we're well on
That's
the
not
way.
true.
Sorry, go ahead.
We're talking through them. Multiple 2 heads are always better than one. Like, I'm sure I make some gut reactions that are just like go quick and lose.
Yeah, it's good to be careful in vintage, especially because you don't take many turns, but all your decisions matter a lot. We're on the draw. We have the Undercity Sewers hand, classic. We have
I think this is a mulligan.
some protection. All right, yeah, it's just too slow because we have a tapped land.
Yep.
Okay.
Here we go.
What do you like binning here?
Probably a flow state or the street wraith. Nah, flow state because we could potentially pull off the classic put Oracle on the bottom, the demonic consult for it.
Ooh. Oh. Have you done that?
Yeah, I did it to my first opponent at NYSE, but you have to be extremely careful that your other Oracle is not still in the deck. So I pitched one to force.
Oh, I
And
see.
then we were in
True.
garbage time, and my flow state showed me literally, yeah, demonic consult, Oracle, and time walk. So I put the Oracle on the bottom, took consult and time walked, consulted for Oracle and won.
That's amazing. That's such a sweet line. Oh, yo, flow state's powerful.
And my poor opponent had a that's okay. My poor opponent had a wasteland that they just left up during my like extra turn. Okay, so this is Tony Scapone's deck.
We don't YOLO cycle for force, right? We just let this go. Now they can't force us. I don't even know if they play force, but
Yeah, they do. They play 4. I would street wraith.
let's do it.
Oh,
now the
Thanks.
second flow state's looking nice. So we can force of will it, and then
feels so bad to force this. The thing is, they will be able to force us because they're going to have
boatloads
like
of
17
mana.
mana next turn.
Right.
The question here is whether we value future force of wills over flow state.
Hmm.
our best chance of winning is letting this go.
I think I agree because we kind of need to use the flow state to like find some gas
Yeah.
before they kill us. Maybe
Yeah.
deck
Not Vexing Ball, but which means, oh, geez.
3 cards in
Okay.
hand.
Well, I think we can't do anything on their turn, so that doesn't matter.
Are they like pretty likely to kill us? I guess we just kind of gotta. So like one
No,
thing we can do here, and I can tell me if this is stupid. This is just something that popped into my little brain. Dark Ritual Doomsday off Underground Sea. Draw Ancestral Recall going down to 4 cards. Play Scalding Tarn, fetch Island out of the deck, and then recall into the remaining 3 cards.
sure, that pile would absolutely work and would kill them next turn. Um, here's the risk.
Okay.
The risk is that they have force of will, and we do all that, and then they just force us through their defense grid.
Through the defense
Although
grid.
we have our force of will to back it up, so we can force them more times than they can force us. Um,
And ours are
okay, so yes,
our
ours don't
force.
cost more on our turn.
Right, right. Is that our best
So
shot
yes,
here?
let me think. Options are just hold up a fetch land, hope they don't kill us, hope they play like the One Ring or something, and then we use our surveil to potentially find a street wraith or something else that will let us win on the next turn. That is one option. Waiting
Mm-hmm.
one turn. Um, I don't know how likely it is that they will kill us from 3 cards. Tolarian Academy is very powerful, and there's a chance that we do die because they have 3 mana right now.
Right.
Um,
So we either stake our claim now with Doomsday, build like past the turn, try to win next turn with our Force of Will to protect us. If they want to hold up
right.
Force of Will, they can't like ideally do anything to bust it. I guess like the worst case scenario is like them chaining a bunch of jewels, and then it
Yeah,
like
in
ends
which
with
case,
like an untapped jewel and a Force of Will in hand.
which we still have force for. Um, I think if that's going to happen, we're going to lose anyway. The
Okay.
the reason to wait is that uh, it doesn't give them a chance to do anything. Like they can sculpt their hand. If we just play a fetch land pass, then they're going to play proactively, potentially not leaving up force because if we are a fair Luris deck, they don't give a shit about what we do
Right.
next.
We cycled Street
And then
Wraith though. Just
oh yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then you're right. We've already revealed it. So now I've done a 180. I think we just have to jam and then hope that they leave up force of will because that will prevent them from doing too many plays if that's what their plan is.
Okay. And they don't have like hate-based permanents that could ruin us. Like I assume they play Vexing Bauble. That would not be good for the Lotus that I'm conceiving could be in this pile. But I guess we don't even need to make a Lotus pile. We can just make like a Street Wraith pile.
That's true. Yeah, I actually like that better. We don't lose to Vexing Bauble if they Tezzeret or something. Oh, they disconnected. Shit. They just get bored.
I'll play a fetch land because
Okay.
we're certainly doing
Um,
that.
there are so many interesting decisions in Vintage. I really like this. I I think both ways are defensible. They already know what we're up to. Maybe they think we have a really slow hand. Uh, I'm just trying to think like what they could possibly have
Yeah, and
on
that's
their
where I
next
can't
turn
help
and
you.
how we influence how they play. Well, I mean, you can help me. You have an idea of what they might have in their hand. They might have force of will.
Yeah,
If they
yeah,
have
yeah.
force of will, then their plan might be just leave up mana, and then we see that if we haven't jammed. But we have force of will beat, so we don't. It doesn't matter whether we wait or not for that because we have this force of will and flow state. We can protect our combo on our own turn. We
Right.
can't stop them from doing anything. Um, so maybe it's too late. Maybe I haven't had enough sleep. But
I'm leaning toward
here's
jamming,
another
but
fall.
okay.
I think jamming's a good idea. There's this other heuristic that we have talked about many times, which is like putting your opponent under a lot of pressure to do the exact right thing. And
Right.
like we saw, even in the last round, our opponent was like, we won both times and we probed them and they had nothing. They're trying to be proactive.
I think they're trying to be
Okay,
proactive
let's
because
jam.
they have defense grid as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not trying to stop what we're doing, and if they do, then
And they're certainly not stopping the
then we're
Doomsday now, right? Because they're tapped down under their own grid.
correct. Yes.
So now do you
Okay.
like
So
basic
this
island, triple cycler, Oracle, or is that silly?
go ahead, put basic island. We do not need to worry about anyone killing our oracles. You can put both oracles, two cyclers, and a land in there. I don't think the Tallereric Academy defense grid deck is playing strip mine.
Okay. And could they have sink into stupor?
They could, but we've got force for that too, and it's going to cost
Right,
them
and it
6
costs
mana.
them 6 mana. True. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in like this. We say vexing bauble doesn't matter. If you bauble, then you can't force either. I think
Correct.
I like this.
Yep.
And what are we going? We're going to 8 life here, so we can
Yep.
cycle Street Wraith. Boom, boom. That's 5 damage. We'd go to 3. Do they play Flesh Raker?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
If this
Okay.
is, I don't know if Tony played a defense grid's main deck, but he could pop off. He could go like Mission Workshop, Jewel, and we'd probably lose.
Right. Okay.
But wait. That wasn't exactly right. But okay.
Really?
Yeah, I like to do Island on the bottom, Oracle, Wraith, Oracle, Wraith.
I think that's what I
'Cause you
did.
cycle.
Oh, no. Sorry.
Those two
Yeah, I
Wraiths.
did Wraith. Right. I
That's
see. So the second
probably
one
relevant.
takes you to yeah, I see the logic. That makes sense. But if we're fetching, doesn't that shuffle the order of the Wraith and the other Oracle? But I guess that doesn't matter.
It does, but you don't care.
Right.
In an environment where they're definitely not going to kill it, you either draw the Wraith and get the Oracle anyway, or you draw the Oracle and you saved yourself 2 life.
Okay. I guess we could have also put Black Lotus into our pile instead of the second Oracle to make them think that Vexing Bauble's a good play.
That's true. That would also.
Okay. Well, here they come.
Let's hope they whiff on the or just pray that they.
I mean, sure.
But there's nothing we can do. They don't play like
Liquid metal coating, do
liquid
they?
metal coating, right?
I hope not.
don't
I
know.
really hope not, dude. Otherwise, we're clowned.
I mean, look,
They
Karn
can,
is
do they play
restricted.
Pithing Needle? They can
You
get
just can't
Pithing
play around
Needle.
these things.
If they get Pithing Needle,
Wraith.
they can name Street Wraith, and then I am actually stupid for putting the 2 Wraiths in the order that I did.
Well, you know what we do then is we play out our Scalding Tarn and we just take our shot. You
Fetch
shuffle the
and
deck
pray.
and
Yeah.
you take your 50-50 shot that you draw Oracle.
Yeah, the one of Karn, huh?
Do they play a Karn board?
I have no clue. I could
I'm
look.
gonna look it up.
Okay.
It's the defense grid thing. That's
The grid.
defense grid is in the sideboard of Tony's deck,
Okay.
and there is nothing. There are no bullets in the sideboard of his.
Okay. I feel like if there was a bullet,
There's no.
they would have taken it by now. I'm worried about Pithing Needle, actually.
There isn't one in Tony's deck for
Okay.
whatever that's worth. Like people are just not getting that.
Stone Coil Serpent. Okay.
Oh. Yeah,
Sure, brother.
that was a desperation.
All right. I love it. I love it.
Classic Doomsday. 50% of the time, you fuck up and lose. 50% of the time, your opponents mess up and you win.
Yep. The Stone Coil is living up to its image of being a steaming pile. All right. Joking aside, we are up a game
All
against
right.
some variation of Jewel Shop Karn shenanigans.
Main deck defense grid is insane.
Do we? I don't know if we
think we
want
want
recall
our-
there.
Yeah, probably. And the forces in the negation.
Is this a mind break trap matchup, or is it just too
Probably
far
it's a-
gone by the time they start going off that the trap's
Oh, no.
not?
No, you can absolutely snag a transmute artifact or something and
True.
cut them off. Man,
That's a lot of magic
the defense
cards.
grid main deck is really throwing me. Okay, on the draw, let's say that discard is too slow.
Okay.
So we'll yoink that. Boy, they would really be getting us if they had Hexing Squelcher. There's nothing that we've seen that would lead me to believe they don't necessarily have it. We we're going to need to see more of their deck this time because Flusterstorm might be bad. It's not great against Tony's deck. Like he's just casting these giant artifacts that it does nothing against.
Yeah.
Like Metamorphs, Coveted Jewel, Grim Monolith. It doesn't hit any of those things.
Right.
So, but I am working completely off that. Main deck defense grid is wild.
It's
So I
throwing
think
you
it's some
off.
sort of combo deck.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, for sure. For
let's
sure.
take the Flusterstorms out for now because that's like permanent based. They're trying to beat counters, right?
Yep. Yep. And ponder consider
Um,
fine like last time too, or not necessarily here.
yeah, I think that's okay.
And then we're asking ourselves now if we want the mind break trap to cut something else for it, or if we're gonna just go 7 for 7.
Take out the basic island.
The basic island. Cool.
Could get got, but probably they're not playing for Wastelands in
Right.
their defense grid deck.
All right. See if we can get through this. I'm glad we won that one because we ate a bunch of clock there too. But I like these discussions. I hope the viewers do as well. It's one of the treats you get when you've got Mr. Eric Ratkowski here with you, so you get to chat with him. This hand seems pretty gassy, I think.
Yeah, you can't throw this kind of thing back.
No.
Even though it's tough, right? Because like this is a very, very good legacy hand. It's only kind of a mediocre vintage hand. It doesn't win right now.
Right.
Like imagine if we drew Lotus.
That would be sweet. Then we could do one
Turns
of
out
those
that's a good
time
Magic
walk
card also.
piles you were talking about. Null Rod's pretty sick. There's no world where you, I mean, I guess it depends what they do, but like Dark Ritualing out a Null Rod on one is something we could do.
Maybe. That is a thing you can do. Except we still don't really know what their deck does.
Yeah,
So,
that's true. That's true.
so many decks play Tallereric Academy that it's
all a blur. It all just starts melting together.
I'm hinging so much on defense grid alone. That just says a lot about what they're trying to do.
Right. No, I think that's a good, like a subtle thing to pick up on when you're evaluating your opponent, like what they're representing to you. You're being such a good semiotician interpreting signs here, Eric. It's quite amazing.
Well, I need a semiotician to let me know that that's what I'm doing. To keep me grounded in what the nonsense thoughts are.
Indeed. No, this is, I'm glad I'm of some use, or my, what I study is of some use. Rock climbers are pretty good semioticians too, because they have to like interpret, if that stone is loose or not, or like avalanche conditions. I think rock climbers are excellent interpreters of signs, as are most Magic players and physicians, as it turns out. Mana Crypt. All right.
Have you been climbing a lot?
I have, my fingers still kind of strange. My recent pulley injury was not friendly, but I actually just went on Sunday, so that's been good. Oh, sorry. Well,
it's okay.
That sucks.
You'll probably lose.
We can be quick about it. Oh, and we drew recall. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Well, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're going to Undercity Sewers are Hercule's recall to the top of the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Draw it, and then
we'll have to draw a land as well.
Yeah,
we'll do it.
Which should be doable.
And I guess we have Steel Sabotage as well.
Yeah, that doesn't solve the constructs, but
that's true. Yeah. I'm hoping Doomsday solves that problem for us, but maybe that's not true. Okay. Do they play like hasters in Vintage to like give the second construct haste?
I don't think so.
This is just dead life, right? And by that I mean just wasting life points. We might as well just spin it. Recall. Oh, well, there's the land to cast it.
Which is fine.
Yeah, this Null Rod's going to be embarrassing into sagas.
If they had just played their Mana Crypt and something else, I would have considered ritualing out Null Rod.
Yeah, we were never able to do that, though, because we can't cast the ritual.
No.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah. If they didn't also have the sphere, the Null Rod play is, yeah. That's good. Maybe this is Vexing Bauble.
Vexing Bauble, yeah.
So they could get Lotus, I don't know.
Or Soul Ring. Yeah.
Cool.
Powerful stuff. And they're back to 4 mana. Oh, that would not be good, though. Because we can't target them with Hercule's Recall. But we would just wait for their turn.
This might be a ring. Is ring restricted or that you can play 4 of?
You can play 4.
Heck yeah.
I think they talked at some point about restricting it, but I'm looking at Tony's deck and there are 4 1 rings in here.
It's a lot of ring. I thought there was only one. So I was going to make the joke that we can do the very cool play of tapping 3 mana for our Dark Ritual into the Trinisphere in order to play our Doomsday. And then our opponent played 3 mana to play a Mana Vault and then use the Mana Vault to, but I guess they have the Karn, so that makes a little more sense. And they're trying to pump their constructs. Yeah.
How much damage is this?
6, so we're at 13. We have 2 fetch lands, so that's not good. I guess we can draw Hurkyl's Recall, right? Force of Will. Now we're dead on board.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Force of Will would have been good if we had drawn the Hurkyl's Recall, but okay. Such is vintage.
Yeah, the Saga is a powerful card in this format for sure. Okay, so now we've seen a Trinisphere and some more artifact mana and an Urza Saga, so we haven't learned much more about what they're up to. Do you want to make any changes?
Well, because there's Tezzeret, with the defense grids. Actually, let me look up a Raker Shops deck. We could consider bringing back in discard on the play, depending on how effective we think our what is this even called? Fleshbreaker Mud. Sorry.
No worries, I can't help you there.
I'm still stuck on this what's a Mahuzi defense grid shit. That's where's that coming from? That's not in any of these lists. All right. Against defense grid, you do want discard.
Right. Is Dig Through Time good?
Are you asking if it's a good card? It's a very good card.
Well, like in this matchup.
Might be too slow. How many blue cards are we playing?
28.
Okay, so we're not actually doing that bad if we cut. Probably are cutting Ponders before Dig Through Time. We only saw, I think the only prison piece they're playing is that Trinisphere, which is restricted. So let's cut 1 Ponder and 1 Flow State for the Thoughtseizes.
All right, I'm here for it.
We're a combo control deck. We want to interact, and then we want to kill them fast.
Yep. Let's see what we can do.
This could be fine if our Ponder finds us another land, and that finds us that gets us Null Rod.
Yeah, we can also use Gush to ramp 2 lands into 3 for Demonic Consultation Thassa's Oracle as well, like a main phase Gush on turn 3, say.
Okay, I think this is a keep.
Okay.
It's doing powerful stuff. Even though Ponder is underwhelming, hopefully it finds us another blue card that's not one of these good ones.
Yeah, so we're just going to ponder on 1 here. And I guess we're looking for a land or some kind of mana first and foremost.
Well, land and blue card, ideally.
Yeah.
So we can keep a trash blue card, like one of those silly states or something.
Prefer not to pitch one of these skippers. Opponent's deep in the tank. They're on a mull to 6. You love to see it.
Fine with that. Almost more. Can't be that good. It's vintage. Come on. A little lower. It's nice when non-blue decks mulligan low, because they're not going to just find Ancestral and put it in the dirt.
Yeah.
How are we doing on clock? 10 minutes?
We got 13 minutes, so I think we'll be fine as long as we don't tank too long. Although this is shaping up to be a bit longer of a game if we get our way with it.
Playing that control role.
Yep.
I played this Team Trios in the City like a month ago. We played against Mike Flores' team.
Uh-huh.
And we crushed them. And today someone in our local text group quipped, like, unless you run into Mike Flores and he determines who the beatdown is. We're like, oh, we knew who the beatdown was. It was us. Do we keep? Okay. Here we go. Demonic Tutor, then Ritual, then Brainstorm. We pitch. No, we can't do all this stuff. Because I was going to say we could Ritual and Demonic Tutor with the Null Rod. But really, we just want another land. I don't think it's good enough.
Yeah.
Is there anything clever we can do if we take ritual and demonic tutor with demonic tutoring for like, oh shit. Yeah, we got to take I thought there was something cool. Demonic tutor can't get us both Lotus and Oracle. I want to pitch this brainstorm, but it's actually fine if we have to get rid of Time Walker Gush. Those are
Yeah.
not insurmountable losses.
You want to take these two cards and like we can dark grit demonic tutor for like Black Lotus. That's not 100% helpful. Like next turn.
Or we could literally demonic tutor for another land.
Yep.
Because then we can play around that, and then then I think we're probably pitching Time Walk to the
Fawn.
Force Negation, if that even does anything for us. And we're really counting on this Null Rod doing a lot for us.
Right. So it's either, which it might. We can't protect the Null Rod, but with the Fawn. But
the most likely thing that we draw with a random card is a land, which gets us to Null Rod. But
yeah.
No trash blue card. So I think we take the guaranteed Dark Ritual Demonic Tutor into another land.
So Brainstorm on the bottom, followed by DT with Dark Grid on top?
Yeah. They're not playing a discard, but that's just better technical play.
It might even be better actually to draw the Dark Ritual next turn if they were playing discard, because then we could at least Dark Ritual Null Rod. But
yikes, are we going to literally DT for a land?
It turns on Gush.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And we play around our own Null Rod.
Yeah.
They're up to 7 cards.
It's a shame Ancestral Recall doesn't cost 1 black mana, because then we could Lotus. You don't counter this, right?
No, I don't think so. Much to my everlasting chagrin.
Oh no.
What?
Oh no. Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh, so I think you probably let this resolve?
Yes.
They draw 1 card.
And then we can use Gush to protect our lands from their strip mine?
Yes.
Maybe?
Can't play another land. It'd be fine if they played some Oxes. And then we just wait 20 turns and they die to their ring.
Oh, that would be cool. That would actually be sweet. I like that. I like that a lot. They have something else.
What you doing over there?
Passing.
Considering playing out more Moxes? Okay.
All right, we got to hope this works. Otherwise, we're...
Fuck if they had Mindbreak Trap, but...
We at least get the land. All right, so just Underground Sea?
Man, they can't be playing Wastelands 2, can they? Is this just Raker? All right. Moment of truth. Do you play Force of Will and or Mindbreak Trap?
We might get trapped here, actually. But we have to play this. Oh, it's in. Okay. And there's no reason to Gush.
No, we want to
Gush to protect them the strip mine. Yes. I already said the right thing. And then this is the problem with like sometimes you say bad things out loud. And then you're like, oh yeah, I'll just do that. It sounds okay. This is why I've got you here.
Funny that you said we just get Underground Sea. That's all we can get.
True, we don't have the island. Right. Okay.
Maybe Time Walk here?
Take a turn.
There is a world where you Gush now.
Do you want to Gush now?
I think it's fine.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah.
Now.
And thoughts.
Yeah.
Now another land wins it, and we're just hoping that they need the strip mine more than they need. They need the mana more than they need the control element.
Right. And we get another turn after that.
Heartbreaking if we draw a Lotus.
Yes.
With the win just good to go, but our own Null Rod.
Turning it off. They did have Mindbreak Trap. Fascinating.
It really is. What are they protecting? Yeah, whatever.
So they're not concerned about this Null Rod at all, I guess? Or
yeah, seems that way. But yeah.
That's a good one. Do I play the Delta or do we play the Underground Sea?
No. Yeah, just play the sea.
Okay. Surveil. We don't mind as much.
No,
If
they already know we have the other land.
Right. Then is there anything, like, if they don't strip us, is there anything we're concerned about? I guess like a wasteland would be a wasteland. If they lock us under our own null rod, that would actually be kind of funny. By just like wasting all of our seas. Okay.
If we win,
give us that land, opponent. So here you're gonna go Oracle first, then Consult with the trigger on the stack. You guys do it that way too.
That's do you know better than me if that's the ideal way?
I don't know. That's the way people do it in Commander, because like we obviously don't want to consult, and then if they counter the consult, or like they let the consult resolve, right, and then they counter the Oracle, then
right. Yeah, no, I think
we have no deck and we lose. But if we play Oracle first and they don't counter the Oracle, then they have to counter the consult, in which we still have a deck to Doomsday with.
Yep.
Do you know if on Magic Online, like, do I have a chance to respond to this trigger? I should, right? That would be embarrassing. Yeah. I'll hold control anyways.
I guess. No.
All right. Do you have a favorite card?
I think you have to control.
Do you have a favorite card to name?
I always name You Are Already Dead.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. All right. Let's see what they got.
Yeah, I do think you have to hold priority. Otherwise, they can just pass priority back. You put your trigger on the stack. And
yeah.
Oh.
I'll go. You Are Already Dead. I hope they do something to stop us. Well, they can't consign us. All right, deck's cracked. Let's go. Let's go.
Man, you can't keep getting away with this.
I love it. They're making us work. I remember last time we just we thought seized ourselves and just put a Trax into play on turn 1. We had to lose game 1 to get here. All right, good luck, have fun, opponent. We're on the play.
These are fighting games. Well, there's a vintage hand for you.
Yeah. You like this? We've got lots of protection. We hope Street Wraith plus
keep this.
Street Wraith plus Surveil is pretty good if they don't do anything. Do you fire Street Wraith instantly here?
You do.
Okay, right.
With all this protection.
Right. We have Ancestral Recall in our deck. We have Doomsday in our deck. True.
We have the tutors.
Yeah, what am I even talking about?
Get it together, Scott.
Get it together.
Again, no Luris. They mulligan to 6. No Serum Powder.
Oh, don't play this land, please. Okay, good. All right, let's cycle Street Wraith. The jig is up. All right.
That's actually, it's fine.
Do we probably want to play Lotus or not?
Yeah. Because they could play Chalice on 0. They could play Vexing Bauble. They could play Void Mirror if they're mono white.
Yep. Good.
We have a lot of forces, so it doesn't matter. But it's the kind of thing where if they play Void Mirror now, you can just kind of ignore it because the Lotus is already in play.
And we let this go. I think I'm not forcing a Mox. I don't think.
No.
Time Vault.
You just really raw dog that thing. I think you force it because they only play 1, and then it takes a lot of work to get it back out of the graveyard.
Okay. Can we surveil first? Because if there's a consult on top of our deck, we're just laughing.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
There's no, or does that mean then we can't fluster to protect the force if that's something we wanted to do, I guess, without cracking the Lotus?
You're right. These are all things that are important. But we have 2 forces, and it seems unlikely that they could beat 2 forces with us needing Flusterstorm. So I think it's right to surveil here.
Okay. Undercity Sewers. Dark Ritual.
Nah, Graveyard. We already have a ritual in play.
Right. And now Force Pitch Thoracle.
I don't know why you just raw dog that, because it's going to prevent the win. Yeah.
Yes.
You play the other land, so you can protect this with Flusterstorm.
Yeah, and we just fire now into the face of Force of Negation. Yeah, because they're tapped out. I think we want to draw good magic cards that we can maybe play on our turn, such as these magic cards.
Like that one, which we should be able to win.
Yes. So we go fetch now, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Underground Seas, fine. Then we
Yep.
go Doomsday off Lotus. We
Yep.
force
Which we
pitch
can get
flow
back.
state. Yes, which we can get back. We force pitch flow state. And then if they have nothing else, we ponder into gush or something.
Yep. And then we will be able to get our Lotus back from the Doomsday.
Send the
Same
big
kind of thing
dog.
we've been doing.
Send the big dog. Oh, it's just in.
Seems like they're F6 again. Okay. So Ponder will get us Gush. We need the Lotus and the Gush. Let's take those things first.
Gush,
And
Lotus.
I, I think once again we do Probe. We
We
need this blue mana for Ponder.
Yes.
But we will be able to hold up Flusterstorm once again after we Gush.
Mm-hmm. We've only got one.
We already played a land this turn. I think this is probably fun. We could try and hide some discard
Mm-hmm.
so they don't know that we're playing 3 pieces of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're already at 4 cards, right?
Yeah, I actually
Lotus,
like putting
Gush,
discard in
Probe,
the
Oracle.
pile. So we're going to 7 here. We don't have any street wraiths. Okay. Force of Will puts us to 6. Do we take Thoughtseize then over Duress, or is Duress fine?
Well, we're probably not going to cast them.
Right.
Is the thing.
Right.
So just put Duress because it's the atypical card.
Okay. And
Right.
it's fine to
So,
go shields down here, or do we just pass
Seize.
with Fluster, Force of Will up, or is that super risky?
Oh, we're not going shields down.
Oh,
We
right.
can
We have Force of Will. True. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Right. Sorry, I'm getting 2 in my head here. So these cards are fine. We have the Lotus. We can cast the thing. We got stuff. Okay. All right.
I guess we lose if they double force at the exact right moment. But if they double force, they have no cards left. That's fine.
So we go Duress on the bottom, Oracle on top.
Yeah. Then Probe. Then Lotus.
Probe.
And Gush.
Lotus. Gush. Blue. Cast Ponder. This is so fun.
Misstep.
Ooh, I guess not anymore, but it is something they could have had for sure. This is where I like accidentally shuffle the pile.
Probably still in.
Do I probe first?
Sure. No. Play out the Lotus.
Play out the Lotus.
Now you can Flusterstorm.
Right. Okay. There we go. We got the concession, Eric. And it only took us 4 minutes. Look at that.
Totally chill.
Okay, so what did we see?
So we're playing against
Time Vault, Mock Sapphire, and Basic Island.
Let's work under the assumption that this is Squelcher Tinker. I don't think every deck is playing Tinker.
Mm-hmm.
So we want, Long Goodbye is good. They don't always have Squelcher as the thing, and this card insulates us a little bit from that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you bring that in, because it seems like it's a pretty good answer to Hexing Squelcher, because you don't even have to pay the 2 life.
Bring in the Consign Memory too.
Yep.
I think that's just generically good against these artifact decks.
Do we want Null Rod? Or this is not as artifacty enough as like the previous decks we're playing against, so we don't need it here.
Let's give that a try too. And let's cut Mystical Tutor against blue decks.
Okay.
Because the information matters.
Yep.
Yes, I know that it can get Consign and Long Goodbye, but so can Vampiric.
Yep. No, I get it.
And Consider.
And
maybe a Ponder.
And a Ponder. All right. And Force of Negation, we're not sure if we want something like that yet. Like I imagine if they're like a Karn Trinisphere deck, we would like that. But again, I don't know how to tell the difference based off a few cards that most decks play. So you're happy with these 3 for this time?
For now, yeah.
All right.
We just really did not see much.
No.
The basic Island is not going to be in a lot of those other decks.
True. Okay. Okay. So that's something to note.
I can hear both twins crying, so I am going to go tell my partner how much I love her, and I'll be right back.
Sounds good.
I think this is a keep.
Yes.
Okay. And you could even consider brainstorming into Time Walk to turn on Flow State. Okay, I'll be right back.
Yep. All right, guys, we're going in alone now. We're going to keep our hand. It's got powerful cards in it. Opponent's playing Underground Sea. Mox Ruby. Sure. These things may happen. Mox Sapphire. I think that can happen too. Stock up. Tezzeret. Oh, man. Okay. Tezzeret gets a lot of cards that I don't like. It could be a bait spell, but I think I'm going to force it. And then the question is, are we going to Force of Will the Tezzeret by pitching the Brainstorm or by pitching the Flow State? I'm going to Force of Will. Kind of want to pitch the Flow State and keep the Brainstorm, but maybe that's crazy. I'll keep the Flow State. Time walking into Flow State is a thing that we can do. Holy guacamole. Okay, let's play Underground Sea. Let's play Black Lotus. We'll pitch Black Lotus for triple blue, and then we'll cast Time Walk, which will turn on our Flow State, and then we'll Flow State. Okay, we will not do any of those things. Opponent is Force of Negation, pitching Force of Negation. No response. We'll pass. Okay, I went shields down here with the Brainstorm. Maybe a better player would keep the Brainstorm up. This one of Urza's Saga is a nightmare. Into Time Twister. Fascinating. I guess we're taking 7. I don't know that there's any reason to cast this Dark Ritual. We don't really have instant speed black cards that we're looking for. I'll not cast the Dark Ritual. Draw the Time Walk anyways. And we have Flusterstorm available now, which is pretty sweet. They've got a Time Walk. I'm going to try to stymie that with the Fluster. Same targets. Okay. Time Walk's gone. Are they going to pass back to us? We can have some fun. Street Wraith.
I have returned.
You've returned. A lot has happened. They played a Tezzeret. I Force of Will pitched Brainstorm, which I wasn't sure if that was right or even if I was supposed to force it. Then they passed back to me. I top decked Black Lotus, and I was going to go for Time Walk into Flow State off the Lotus. They Force of Negation to my Lotus. Then they cast Time Twister, and they tried to Time Walk. I Flusterstormed their Time Walk, and now we have drawn for turn. I mean, this is our new hand. Do you start by cycling Street Wraith here? That's what I was about to do.
Because, well, they probably have interaction, but Demonic Consult wins. Let's just find out what they have.
All right.
And this just looks like a PO deck or something.
They have nothing. Ooh. And we drew Moxjet. We do just win here, don't we? Wait. No, we don't.
No, we
sorry.
don't.
Sorry. I thought we still I had I thought we had Demonic Tutor in our hand. I'm a goofball.
But we can fetch and Time Walk and ritual out a Dig Through Time, and hopefully that'll find us something.
Okay. Underground Sea. So do I need to ritual first here off of Moxjet?
Why don't you go ahead and Time Walk first?
Off of the Jet, I guess?
You probably can't Dig Through Time right now. Oh, no, you can. Yeah. Go Sapphire Jet, Ritual, and then use one of those mana. I'm just assuming that you have enough to Dig Through Time.
So 3 black, we have 6 mana. So 6 mana with the Ritual. We use 2 of the mana to Time Walk. We have 4 mana left over and 6 cards in our graveyard.
We can save the Time Walk. Not that it's that important, but...
Do you want to do all the things like that?
I do, because they cannot interact right now. Next turn, they're going to cast Demonic Tutor or Stock Up or both, and things get a lot worse for us.
So, you want to start with Time Walk here? And then blue.
Yeah.
And we can
Actually, we can keep Probe and Time Walk, right?
Okay. We can get rid of this Wraith. That's fine.
Yeah. Flusterstorm's fine.
And what if we get Dark Ritual Doomsday off of Dig Through Time? Do we want a black mana floating so that we can use our Time Walk turn to draw into the pile?
Yeah, sure. Wait a minute.
That would come at the
Maybe
cost of probe.
actually exchange probe for Flusterstorm, so we leave on flow state.
Sorry, I gotta cancel this. Okay. Dig through
Yeah.
time. Blue. Exchange probe for Flusterstorm, so we leave on flow state. 1, 2, 3, 4. My question is though, like, I
Right.
take Flusterstorm
Uh,
too, right? I'm leaving one black
no,
floating
no,
because if I hit Dark Ritual
no.
Doomsday.
Don't worry about that. We're gonna get another turn. If we find Dark Ritual Doomsday, we're probably not going to take the ritual because we have 3 black mana. So we're assuming that this dig through time will find either Doomsday or Demonic Consultation and another Wraith or our Ancestral or something.
Okay, so just use the black mana now.
Yeah, just use it. We're getting another turn. We're going to refresh everything.
Oh, there's
Yeah, there's Demonic
Consult
Consult
and
and
Flusterstorm.
Flusterstorm. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Easy game.
Is this game 2? I think it is, right?
Yeah, we won game 1
Right.
against their island.
Sure. All right, hold control. No response.
Oh, wait. Right. So that resolving. Yeah, okay. Oof.
Boom.
Should we think of something else clever to name this time?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Wow, what's your favorite Magic card that's not in this deck?
Grove of the Burn Willows. Salt.
Yeah. I'm telling him it's my first vintage league, and I'm recording with a guest. All right, sure. Well, we don't get the fun of I guess vintage players like to scoop, but anyways, I'm not getting too concerned about what's going on there. We'll think of another. We'll just have to cast Consultation again.
That's really good.
Do you need like a break or anything to help your partner, or you want to press on?
Yeah, I think probably the quicker I get this done is the best I can do for her.
Perfect.
She's nursing them both right now, and
all right,
there's not much that I can do to help there.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
It is truly an impressive feat.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so amazing how all that works, and I mean, if I ever have a child, I'd be very grateful and thankful as well.
This may not be the right audience, but as long as we're shooting the crap in between these rounds, I learned a lot about breast milk. The children actually pass signals back to the mother through their like backwash, and the formula of the milk changes in a couple of hours. So if they're sick, it'll send them more antibodies. If they need more protein, it changes the formula. Yeah.
That's crazy. I did not know that. That's life is wild. That is there's some more communication going on for us semioticians to study.
Yeah. It's just like I was raised on formula.
Yep.
1980 Detroit. It was like whatever. But science has come a long way. People know a lot more. And I have learned lots of little fascinating tidbits, even as someone who kind of never thought that I would have kids. Certainly not 2.
Right. I mean, the twins, that's yep. Just all of a sudden there's 2. That's a huge, like I would be stressed enough having one child as my first kid, I think. And then if it was just randomly 2, I mean, it's got to be a cool experience though. Twins are so amazing. I feel like not everyone gets to say they did that, right? So
yeah, there are parts of it that are really special and parts of it that are much more difficult. Her brother said that he thought he has 2 under 2, so he basically knows what she's going through, which she told him to shut the fuck up. And then she has become fond of saying that she has 3 under 50.
Yeah. Yeah.
As I go off to play a kids card game.
Yeah, exactly. Although I'd like to see some kids with a Black Lotus.
Yeah, there's probably not too many. NYSE skewed pretty old.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. It's a shame that there was the last one, but or like with that prize structure, but I mean it makes sense. Really cool tournament. I wish that there was live coverage of it. I was actually off that day and was planning on watching the coverage all day, and then it just turned out that there wasn't any. That's all right.
Yeah,
It takes a lot to set that up.
Yeah, in addition to everything else that guy was doing, It is pretty amazing that he pulls that thing off. It was one of the stranger tournaments I've been to, but really fun. It was cool. It's at like a Knights of Columbus on Long Island. So there's three skeptical old guys there who are kind of looking after the building, and
Okay.
they have no idea what to make of this. I suppose they've probably hosted it before, but
Yeah, yeah.
they looked like alternatively mega bored and yeah, it was a wild thing.
All right, we got our first Luris.
Oh, Mr. Luris. I think you kind of got to keep this.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on there.
we've got a lot of magic cards and ways to find other ones. We're on the draw, so let's see what our opponent. Okay.
Luris suggests more fair. Ooh,
Thoughtseize.
what are we playing? Legacy here?
A fellow Thoughtseizer. Well, we got nothing to say to that, so have your way with us, I guess. What are they going to take here?
Yeah, this is what's kind of cool. If they take Brainstorm, then Ponder turns on our flow state. They take
Doomsday.
Doomsday, then Brainstorm turns on our flow state. It
Yeah,
would
I
be great
like
to
that.
find a land. Great.
Do you want to hold the
Uh,
fetch for brainstorm purposes and ponder out this UC, or conceal the card that we drew and just say we're not going to shuffle this brainstorm?
Play the fetch, and then our Undercity Sewers can possibly turn on flow state.
Okay, so you don't even want to ponder here.
Nah.
Okay.
If they, for whatever reason, Thoughtseize us again, we'll just hide it with Brainstorm,
Okay.
Legacy style.
Yep.
They tap out for Frog, sure. Thoughtseize, they're taking my tech.
I know.
What's their name?
Furky? This could also be like a tempo Doomsday maybe as well. Does that
That
deck
is
play
true.
Thoughtseize?
Nope, not usually.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's a froggy dog.
Still could be Doomsday, but
We just let this go.
yeah, what else are we going to do?
I don't know. Brainstorm. I guess that's dumb.
Brainstorm for. No. Yeah, Brainstorm.
Brainstorm also turns on flow state, I guess.
Yep.
Like, are you in the business of force of willing a psychic frog? Well,
I think I kind of am. Like, if you put Demonic Consult under Doomsday here, we draw the Doomsday, we can force, and then we still have a force to protect our Doomsday.
mm-hmm.
And the whole point of flow state is that it reloads, right?
Right.
We're taking away their ability to reload. They do not have, well, if they force here, they will, but they will not have an activated flow state.
Okay, so demonic with Doomsday on top,
Yeah.
and then force of will, pitch,
Ponder.
Yep.
And when these things just go, now our flow state is going to draw us two more cards, potentially consult. Like, how badass would it be if they play whatever, something stupid like Bowmasters next turn? I think we take land Time Walk.
Yep. We take land time walk, and then there's just a dark ritual on top of our deck, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, and they just play something stupid like Bowmasters. Or they buy Luris, even better.
That would be sweet.
Or another frog, even.
Ooh.
Nah, this is actually okay. Yeah, I mean, it lets our Doomsday resolve. And the thing about in game one against fair Luris stuff, like, they don't have consigned to memory. Like, we can play around all the other stuff.
Right. Ooh, bug.
Whoa, bug.
That was a curveball. Okay, so now we have to do frog math, right?
They only have two cards. They could draw another one with Vexing Bauble. They can't do that much.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 damage. Doomsday puts us to 8. So we'll be at 3.
If we have Ritual, none of this matters.
Okay. So this is fine.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we could even consider, the thing is that the Bauble means all of our shit's going to resolve. Ritual.
Oh my god. Okay,
Oh,
sure. Yeah. Fetch first, Dark Ritual Doomsday Time Walk. There's like nothing they can do because they're locked under their own bauble, right?
Yeah, I would just walk first.
Let's go for a Time Walk.
No,
That resolves so fast. Opponent is cooked. All right.
They should just concede. Like, they just want to see our deck.
There's nothing fancy that we can do here, right?
Yeah, literally. I mean, Snuff Out can't do anything. Force of Will doesn't do anything. So we're gonna draw a card. It should just be Street Wraith. Just go Wraith Oracle and put maybe both
Oh yeah, they're just
Thought
scooping.
Seizes underneath it. Yeah, they don't even want to see the deck.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Wraith, Oracle. Sure. See, this is the thing. Like, it's like whenever I feel like every time I go to make a pile with this deck is similar to like alting Tameo into Dark Ritual Doomsday in Legacy, and then you're just like, well, like I have everything and I definitely win, but I don't know how to pick 5 cards from everything. And that's kind of how I feel like every single time. Okay, so this is Bug. We were shown Tropical Island. That's cool.
Yeah.
What does that mean
There's
for
like
us?
the famous Joe Brennan has been playing Bug mid-range that plays all those cards that we just saw. They have 4 Collector Oof, 4 Deathrite Shaman, 3 Force of Negation, 2 Days. He's not playing Vexing Bauble. That's a new one.
Okay.
But it's just going to be fair stuff between Frog and Tropical Island. So we have to think about like Collector Oof, but that doesn't actually kill us so much.
Right.
So what we want is bring in Unable to Scream and Long Goodbye.
Yeah, I brought those 2
This
over.
is where the discard's really good. You might consider taking out the Moxes if we think we're up against a 4 Oof deck. Now, we may not be, but it is my sincere opinion that almost always in Vintage, if they're playing green, they're playing Collector Oof. I don't know what else you play it for.
Right.
Like we know this is an Oath because they have Luris. You play green for Abrupt Decay. Yeah, our Moxes are a liability there too.
Then just one legacy heuristic as a question. We don't want something like Force of Negation for their discard spells, right? That's just goofy when we're on the draw specifically.
Yeah, I think we in this instance count on what everyone keeps telling me about Vintage, which is that the top decks are too powerful.
Okay.
They probably are not playing a lot of discard if they like 1 or 2 of. I've never seen more than 3 in a Vintage deck.
Okay.
And they're going to have consigned to memory now, so we definitely want that stuff.
Seems
I think this is
fine.
Yeah. And then we just run the same old trick of, we can't really fetch for the basic island until the strip mine's gone.
Yep. Okay, probing.
Again, I mean, these decks do feel hard, but look at what just happened. Like,
yeah, the way that it played out was, I mean, they just tapped themselves out. The Vexing Bauble was just so good for us. It makes me want to play Vexing Bauble kind of, but I think it's got some downsides. It was so good in Legacy Doomsday, but I think it's because like we were talking about. Oh, okay.
Fine. Well,
there it is.
I just don't think that's very good, sir.
And we cut our Moxes too, so I don't know. It's pretty awesome. This is where we draw Gush or something, and I just feel a little foolish for my claim, but nope. All right.
That's fine. We have so many lands, get an Underground Sea. We don't care if they spend time wastelanding us into
And
this.
Ponder here. So we got nothing else going on, so might as well.
Show me Oracle.
Those are not what we're looking for, right? I'm going to any order shuffle. There's a Skipper of Sorts. Okay.
4 lands is pretty nice.
They're all fetches too with this Dig Through Time, which is also pretty sick.
Delve spells. Huh? Go ahead and play a Collector Roof, and then you're really locked under your bauble.
That would be awesome. Okay, they're just drawing a card. Sure. Oh. Lotis. Oh, Leovold could be annoying, so the Unable to Scream also pretty clutch for that.
Flow State doesn't care about Leovold either.
True. Oh yeah, Flow State
piles. Or Dig Through Time.
Flow States.
That's not on though.
Nope.
Sure. Play Anticipate and Vintage off of your Black Lotus. Resolve.
Froggy Dog. Yeah.
I think we're gonna.
This is Thoughtseize. Ooh, Deathrite Shaman. Oh, rest in peace, young friend. All right.
They got 2 cards left in hand.
2 cards left in hand. Huh.
Uh,
Do we just keep drawing bangers?
it's vintage. I think we fire that. I'm
Yeah.
not even as explore. It's pretty good because then next turn we can unable to scream. We're gonna getting close to dig through time.
It's just resolved so fast.
Jeez,
I kind of want a Doomsday.
we're
No.
so close.
With consider, we could do that next turn too. Can we dig here? One,
We
two,
can,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can.
but it uses all of our mana.
Yes.
Don't do that because we can put unable to scream on the frog because like what if they abrupt decay this or something? I
Yep.
mean the Deathrite Shaman's going to start eating our graveyard, but between the Surveil land and the Consider, I think we can fill it up enough for Doomsday. Or if they wasteland, that just gives us another thing to. Notably, Deathrite Shaman is a trigger, so if we dig through time in response, we can't right now, but say we were to dig through time in response to their trying to make mana, flow blue. Right, I think we can keep them from making mana. I would consider.
Don't want to dig, right?
Can we?
I think so. Because they wastelanded us. We got 5, 6 off the fetch.
Means losing our time walk.
We could dig into
Nah.
like Mana Source Oracle for consultation. I feel like they don't have much interaction,
Anything?
but I could be wrong. The time walk just resolved so fast last turn.
Yeah. They were tapped out. And they're tapped out of blue mana other than the Deathrite right now.
I'm also fine to just consider. I was thinking that like consider's a good way to draw into a Doomsday pile, but
It's better than dig through time for that. Yeah, go ahead and dig through time because they can't respond to that. Or maybe they could. If they
if they
activate their Deathrite
right
Shaman,
then
we
and there,
can, yeah. This doesn't get got by Bowmasters. Not that that really matters anyway.
and it's fine. Like losing time walk's not the end of the world, right?
We are going to lose it anyway to
To death,
Deathrite
right?
Shaman.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see if they were holding. Okay, they've got something now, I guess. Oh, maybe they have Flusterstorm.
Sure.
Maybe this was all foolish. So that's what
No,
they
it's
had
their
last
turn. This is
turn.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, now we can.
Oh, okay. Now I'm glad
Sure.
we dug.
See, like, look at what's going on here. They can't have anything anymore. We could. Uh, what's been exiled?
These cards. Time Walk Ponder,
All
basically,
right.
and 1C.
The highest variance play is the Demonic Consult for Dark Ritual and just win right now.
Um,
But
yep.
that seems loose. They don't have a draw engine. Um,
You can draw a card
why
off with
don't try
Spell Bomb.
what and pitch a force to the other blue card in their hand. Why don't you
Yeah.
cast Consider?
Okay.
I would definitely be inclined to. They just don't have any resources. We don't need that. Yeah, this is okay. We'll just
Pass,
surveil at the end of their
Surveil.
turn. Get more options. Yeah.
The other option was to not cast Consider there, and then just Surveil in their end step, but then Doomsday Consider into the pile. But I guess a lot can change in a turn of vintage as well. They don't have. Oh no, they do have
With
blue mana. No, they don't have blue mana
correct.
currently.
They don't even have a land in their graveyard, do they?
No. So fetching gives them blue mana.
How many cards do they have in hand? 3.
3.
Less worried about giving them blue mana. Sure, they still don't have mana to do anything with this. They could be getting a Mox or something.
Force of Will, maybe, if they have blue card in hand as well. Do I give them blue mana? We kind of have to, right?
Yeah, I think it's fine. They're gonna get it, or they, yeah.
I guess they could have gotten Ancestral as well, anticipating us to do this.
Which makes us, which makes piles hard because Ancestral can kill us.
Oh, true. Oh.
Yeah, I think we fire that and then make a decision from there.
Okay.
Sure. Might be protecting something in their hand. Maybe they got Flusterstorm.
Okay, well, at least the recall's pointing at themselves. That's a lot of good magic cards.
It is, but we can cut through them with like a Flusterstorm. I would probably take Spell Pierce. Yeah, Flusterstorm beats this other stuff. And they can't, they're not even close to hard casting Force of Negation.
They can. They have fetch land. They have fetch land in hand, which gets blue, and then Deathrite gets them a second blue to hardcast Fawn.
Sure. But then that means they're pitching Frog. Play Frog here, sure. We're at 8. You're not fetching. Go ahead and play that for blue. We took their Spell Pierce, right?
Yeah.
That's not great. This one's slipping away.
It is, isn't it? I guess we can play to a spot. So, like, if we just draw Oracle next turn, we can go Doomsday. They'll force it, and then we'll go Consult Oracle.
Yes. That is a way we win this. They have 4 cards now, though.
Yeah, it's not looking pretty.
But discard is good. The Spell Pierces and everything.
Do we thin our deck a bit or not? We've drawn a lot of our 14 lands.
Yes. Few too many, if you ask me.
And we cut our Moxes. This is a
Maybe
cool little deck. Right. Yeah, they got spell bombs. They probably don't have oofs, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, this is...
They played out the Misty too, so they just have...
They just have access to 1 Force of Will. So if we draw Oracle, yeah, I'm going to double fetch to thin the deck. We have Island. Okay. Oh, wait, where did that come from?
That was their last unknown card.
Oh, true.
Now they have 2 left. Negation and Force of Will. They can hard cast Force of Negation, but then they can't draw. Get the Island.
Yeah, I'm taking both of them, and we're just going to draw.
Huh? Not dead yet.
Do we...
Play the fetch.
This does not get anything, just so we're aware.
Oh, other C is already gone?
Yep, it's in exile.
So your play actually doesn't work.
Oh, right. Okay. Do we cycle Street Wraith? Do we...
Yeah. This game is probably slipping away. We're just
Is there anything we can consult for to get, like, super lucky now? Like, can we consult for... We only have 1 Flusterstorm in our deck, right?
Yeah. Normally, that trick... Do we have 4 flow states still? Flow state's not on anyway.
It would be if we consult for it. And we do.
But they could respond by eating the duress. Cycle the Street Wraith.
Because I was wondering if we can use the Street Wraith to draw into the pile. Yeah, Doomsday puts us to 5. We would go to 1. So we'd have to consult for Flusterstorm and be the luckiest person alive. But I think we can win the game if we succeeded.
All right, so the plan here is... Oh, shouldn't have played the fetch then. Sorry, because we get another land off of Gush. Okay, we know they're 2 cards. They can draw another one.
Yeah.
What we're thinking here is Doomsday. They force. We demonic consult for Flusterstorm.
Yeah. Say we hit it.
Yep. And don't exile
an Oracle. We can't exile Gush, Oracle, or Black Lotus. There's only 1 Fluster, though.
Yeah. But we're also losing anyway, right?
Yeah. Do you want to do it?
I don't know. Yeah, YOLO.
All right.
Came here to jam.
And if they let this resolve, that would be absurd. Do we win if they just let it resolve? No, right?
Oh. Demonic Consultation doesn't get anything out of our deck.
Right. Deathrite Shaman for mana.
Hard casting Force of Negation?
It's looking to be the case. If they do that, they can't draw off the bauble to double force.
Unfortunately, we don't play days, but okay, why would they do that? It doesn't matter. I think the play is the same.
We could also, yeah, I guess naming ancestral, is that better? No, because it's still just a one of.
Yeah, and it doesn't guarantee that we're going to get what we need.
Fluster, we don't play pact. Yeah, yeah. So it's just Fluster.
Yep.
Oh, it was in the top 6. Okay,
Oh well.
sure. Very well.
Life just be that way sometimes.
Indeed. Okay, would you like
Okay.
to make a change or just go back in?
Um, it doesn't seem like they're playing oofs. It doesn't seem like that's what they're doing.
I agree.
So it might make sense to have those in. I just don't do we think that flow state's too slow? They have so much interaction, but
I feel like Flow State would
once
be pretty good here, but they are removing our graveyard a lot, and the Deathrite Shamans are kind of annoying. Like they're rarely turned on, right?
yeah, and we drew so many lands, but that might just be scarring right now.
Yeah.
I think put those back in and take out a ponder and a flow state. We don't really want to be dirtling around against them, but we also need to be able to reload.
Yeah.
And there were definitely moments in that game where we could have won.
Yes.
Like they were low on resources, even at the end. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
had a couple of forces, but we can beat that. And I think just the way that these games play out is like they're slow frog pile. Now would be a really nice time for us to draw a really broken vintage hand.
I agree.
I feel like we haven't had any of those really
Yeah, we've kind
yet.
of been scrapping it out most of the evening, which has been fun.
We've had some good draws. That's true. The called shot Dark Ritual was really nice. Uh, I in the my winning in last year at EW in Italy. Game 1, what did I do? I played Underground Sea, Black Lotus, Mox Sapphire, cracked the Lotus, played Fast's Oracle. They forced, I flustered it. They forced, I flustered it. And then the Oracle resolved and I played Demonic Consultation.
I love it. That's a powerful hand. I could do for one of those right now. We've got 9 minutes on our clock, so we'll have to, if we get into a
Yeah,
grindy control game here, that could be problematic potentially.
opponent's not in any rush.
No. This is where we get like turn 1 oofed and we keep a Mox Lotus hand or something. All right, we're on the
Yeah,
play though.
just because we haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not there.
Yeah. Opponent's got a boatload of interaction. What do you think about this?
That's hard. Oh, just as an aside, we shouldn't spend too much time thinking about this, but Edge of Autumn also helps turn on flow state. Street Wraith
True.
does not.
True.
Okay, I don't think we can keep this. It's
Okay.
just not powerful enough.
I'm going to mulligan. This hand's got control cards for days.
Yeah, let's keep this.
And then bottom
A Flusterstorm.
Blusterstorm. Okay.
Yeah.
Taking the random draw. Do we cycle this Wraith immediately as we have been?
Yeah, I think that's good. In a perfect world, we would be able to Flusterstorm something or
Cycle
throw another
again.
one.
Oh, I should have done. I'm so sorry. I should have played Flooded Strand.
It's all good.
That's my bad.
Hmm.
Okay. I really should have played Flooded Strand. That was horrible. Yeah. Oh
Well,
no. I'm so sorry.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yikes.
If that's what they're doing on their first turn, some would say that maybe you baited them out. Oh, jeez.
Are we going
Yeah.
again?
Send it. Yeah. Yeah. By the flight of strand.
All right. We baited him. We got him.
I play strip mine and we'll just look at each other for a while.
Yeah. Ooh. This is going to be like death, right?
Or Thoughtseize.
Thoughtseize.
No, fluster it.
Off of island or UC?
We're behind a little bit here. They have not appeared to have any fast mana, so a potential thing that could happen here is that if we draw a land, we can time walk, then we can flow state, all protected by force of will.
Ooh.
Yeah, fire that.
That's a good one.
They're gonna have to fight over this.
What are we pitching? Oracle, yep.
Doesn't feel great into with no cavern. Oof, so close.
Play the
Okay.
mocks.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got to. In a perfect world, we would draw another blue card, and then we could time walk and flow state, time walk into flow state. It's clear that they don't have any more forces, and they didn't have mental misstep.
Just
I think in a lot of ways we're incentivized to play into oof because they probably have consign, and consign gets the moxes.
mm-hmm.
Although I don't know if they would ever spend that on a mox.
Seen
We
stranger things
definitely.
happen. Oof. Oh
Well,
no.
it's okay. It's all right.
Okay. Land, please, deck.
I really think keeping us off these things are good, huh? Our ancestral is in the graveyard, which is not ideal, but they're low on resources, and I still think we can.
We also have
If
3
we
of our
can.
street wraiths in the graveyard, which is also not ideal. Okay.
All right, so go basic island. If ritual, I guess we fire the Doomsday. Okay, flow state.
If
Are
we
they gonna?
crack the spell bomb without rebuying a card, that's kind of
That's
like flow stating for 2 cards. Whoa, pitch time walk. If we force pitch gush, it's going to be very hard to get through our pile.
They have almost no interaction. God, this is tempting.
We're spending 2 cards, then they'll spell bomb us assuredly, right? And we'll only get 1 card off our flow state.
Yeah. Just let this go.
Okay, and then just
They can do that
pass.
if they want. Now they can get a card off their spell bomb. That was kind of a window there.
Okay, they're taking all of
Their
our
card.
and most of our pile cards with it.
Nope, still got Gush.
Still got gush though.
Was Probe in there?
I don't think so.
God, they probably have Flusterstorm.
Probe was not in there. Again?
Yep. Oh, that's fine. That's a much better pitch to Force of Will.
Yes. Yeah, the Flusterstorm's going to
Ritual.
be very flusterating. You got 5 minutes. Brainstorm resolves, I believe. Our perfect record might get ruined here, but we'll keep fighting.
I think that's okay.
It's true.
This matchup is going to be tough. They probably are playing more than one Thoughtseize, given that we've seen them with more frequency. That is not a common include in the other flavors of Luris.
Right. Deathrite Shaman's a fun card. Thoughtseize is strong.
And yet, I feel like these things aren't quite vintage power level.
Yeah, it's true. That is very true. It seems like it's a hard brainstorm for our opponent.
What we would love to see here is they put 2 back. They have 3 cards left. They fetch and they play Frog down to 1 card. And then we just unable to scream it and move on with our lives. And they're drawing random stuff.
Just passing. So I smell that Flusterstorm, feel like.
Yeah, pretty good bet. But
that's not good.
Things not going our way. Did we pitch the other Oracle?
We did.
So now we have to worry about Thoughtseize Spellbomb as a thing they could potentially do. Not shuffle there. Oh, there they did.
Lorien revealed pass. Okay. Underground Sea.
All we can do is play it. Yeah, definitely smells like Flusterstorm, doesn't it? This would be a great time to draw a discard spell. Did we use our Undercity Sewers yet?
No.
There could be an argument for firing here. Just as in Hymn to Turok mode.
So we Doomsday. They fluster. We could force pay.
Ooh, that would be brutal because they probably have forces if they're not playing stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're either using it in Thoughtseize mode and just if they fluster, so what? Yeah, I think especially with the time running down, just do it. It's also a sorcery. Eventually, like say we Force of Will a frog or something. Then flow states are on again.
Yep. I'm suspecting just the way they were playing with that blue mana up, I expect fluster here.
You should force that pitching, unable to scream. Maybe we gush here if they come up with something else.
Okay.
Even knowing that we can't pitch the. So float blue off the island. Return the island and the underground sea.
Yeah.
Because we can replay the underground sea next turn and
No response. Oh, we have Consult Oracle now.
Yep.
Am I pondering right now with this blue mana?
So yeah, put Ponder, Doomsday, Mental Misstep on top, draw the Misstep, so we can get like a Thoughtseize or something.
Yep.
And I think we might be in the market for Doomsdaying again.
Okay.
Just make them keep wasting stuff.
Okay.
What's on top? Doomsday and then
Doomsday, then
underneath?
Ponder.
So we can still Consult Oracle off this.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
That's savage. We only have one mana source left.
What do you mean?
There's only Undercity Sewers is the only land left in our deck that is fetchable. But we also have, I believe, a Mox Sapphire.
Wait, are you sure?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
It's not good.
No. Man, this game has been so close. The Abrupt Decay. Okay, so now we get to Ponder. They Demonic Tutored.
Show us Force of Will, Thoughtseize, or that's really good.
So we can't Thoughtseize right now and have the mana next turn.
No, go consider Thoughtseize, Delta.
Play Delta, pass.
Yeah.
Oof, the timing here is going to be crazy. We want to draw the Thoughtseize, right?
We do, yeah.
And then we got to hope they don't have another Wasteland.
Still have, what, Lotus?
Snapcaster Mage. For Ancestral, and then we fire the Misstep, right?
And if they fight over that, they only have 2 cards left. God, we could still pull this off.
So now, Fetch puts us to 4. We can't Thoughtseize and take a hit off Snapcaster, so are we supposed to take our Surveil now and then just present the Consult Oracle?
Game is almost done anyway.
Demonic Tutor. Flow State. 2
random ass cards.
We've only got 1:30. Do you want to present the win or Flow State?
Present the win, because we can, if they force a part of this, we can take 1 hit and then we can Flow State and we can still Doomsday. Did this just resolve? Oh my God, Scott. That's amazing.
The streak lives, Eric. The streak lives. The 51 seconds.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Okay, one more.
Man.
That was exhilarating. Yo, like and subscribe, folks. That was sick. That was sick. Wow, Eric.
That was truly amazing.
We should just stitch ourselves together for EW this year.
Just be in one big tall trench coat.
Yeah, yeah.
Sit down across from everyone.
That would really it would put real truth to Tallereric if you were standing on my shoulders.
Oh my God.
It'd be tallest.
We would not be able to fit through doorways.
No. I don't look up to many people, but I remember looking up to you. So yeah, we would be quite tall if we were in a trench coat, for sure. We'd need a big trench coat.
It would be an unfair advantage. We could see other people's hands.
Yes. The permanent Gataxian probe. That was quite a game. Quite a game.
So they really made a game of it. And in the end, cards like Abrupt Decay are dead in these Luris matchups.
Yep.
Right? I don't know what they could have possibly had in hand that they hadn't played. maybe another land, maybe a Deathrite Shaman that they were just holding thinking it would deter us, and it's
Yep.
not actually adding anything to their board. But also, no. Like,
Yeah.
you would play that every time, right?
So they demonic tutored
Gee.
for Snapcaster Mage there, you think? To get back Ancestral? Because they'd already spent it, and then we just had the cheeky mental misstep.
We had the mental misstep.
That's so savage.
Yeah.
It all just kind of worked out. And under the gun of time, too. I want this
Did
trophy
you read
now,
my
Eric.
Well, now you can taste it. Now you've got summit fever.
I know.
Did you read my report from NYSE?
No. Is it on Durdles?
It is, yeah.
Oh, send me a link. I'll
Uh,
put it in the description. If anyone wants to check out Eric's report from NYSE, the link will be in the description. And there's also other
Let me
cool.
find
Your
it.
past one from you wrote an article for them for the Italian EW2, right? Because I remember reading that one.
I did, definitely. Yeah.
Sorry, I
And
cut
in
you
between
off
that, I
though.
wrote one for our silly. No, no worries.
Oh, cool,
I
cool.
wrote one for our team event along with my friends.
Nice.
We top forward that. I was playing lands though, so I've been
Whoa.
accused of being a traitor.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, I just linked it to you.
Sweet.
Um,
Yeah, I'll be sure
but
to put that in there.
there was a group of guys from the city. Again, this testing team: Matt Dupuis, Audrey, Justin Gennari, and I
Mm-hmm.
played against Audrey in the fourth round of NYSE, and he was playing this Squelcher Tinker deck. And on my turn one, I play a land and pass. On his turn one, he goes Mock Sapphire, um, Mana Crypt, and Thundering Falls. And if I had been more dialed in, I would have absolutely been like, why is he playing this crypt untapped? But it didn't really occur to me. On my turn, I play another land and I play Ponder. He responds by playing Hull Breacher off of his 3 blue mana or
Mm-hmm.
3 mana that are up. I force. He forces of negation. I have 2 cards left in hand. They are not force of will. His Hull Breacher resolves. I take my scry off of the ponder. I don't shuffle. I leave a card on top. We go to his turn. He draws. He plays Hexing Squelcher and he plays Stock Up off
Oof.
of all of his mana.
Yep.
So he his stock up. He agonizes for a while, and eventually he ends up, I think, with 3 cards in hand. And we go to my turn. I draw off the top of my deck. I play a land, and the last 2 cards in my hand are Thassa's Oracle, Demonic Consultation, and we just go to game 2 because he could not think of when he was resolving his stock up. Flusterstorm, Mystical Tutor, and 3 lands were the things in there, and his
Mm-hmm.
choices were land Flusterstorm or Flusterstorm Mystical Tutor, because what he can do is he can mystical for Time Twister, and basically on his next upkeep, just ice the game beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt.
Okay.
And he could not think of how I could beat him not being able to draw off of Hull Breacher, and that he would need to keep up Flusterstorm.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had those 2
The
cards.
consult oracle.
He talks about it on his breakdown of it as well,
Oh,
which
cool.
was great, interesting.
I'll have to check this stuff out. It sounds very nice. Is it all on Durdles?
No, their stuff is on Value Before Victory. That's
Okay.
their channel.
Okay.
And I think, like, having watched his analysis and thought about it more, he probably made the correct play by taking Mystical Fluster, because outside of that incredibly specific combination of cards that I could have, he needs to be playing to win, not playing to not lose.
Mm-hmm.
And he only loses to that, and he definitely wins with his uncounterable Time Twister off of Mystical Tutor on the next turn. Like, there's
Right.
nothing I can do
Right.
there. So, like, just your general philosophy of how you play Magic and how you make decisions would dictate that he did the right thing.
No, that makes sense. That's a really cool situation to think about though. Magic is such a good game. All right, we are on the
All right.
draw for the final round here against X Shockwave X.
Name
And
I recognize.
do you recognize what sorts of strategies they play? Perchance?
No,
All right.
but I'm about to look them up
Do it.
because
The
we are at
trophy's
that
on the
point.
line. Yeah. I Well, I guess tell me what they have. We have no lands in our hand, but we've got a double force hand. So, is there any opponent where you keep that?
Vintage PO, Vintage Doomsday in April. But no, we can't keep this.
All right.
We're a proactive combo deck. This is fine.
Do you want to bottom the Wraith or?
Oh, this is tough. What do you think about? There's functionally very little difference between Wraith and Probe, except since we have Thoughtseize. I guess I would get rid of Wraith because Probe has somewhat minorly more utility.
Pitches
It's
to
very little
Force.
because we're going to Thoughtseize. Yeah, pitches
Yeah.
to Force.
Okay. Box Pearl. Okay, so not Doomsday.
They are probably playing the Tinker deck, Squelcher Tinker.
Okay. Oh, right. They have keys for Time Vault. That old
Yeah.
chestnut. Well,
I think we probe first.
oh, they didn't play a land either, which is kind of fascinating. What do we got?
Yeah.
Force of Will, Balance, Otawara.
Trying to snag our land or cards in our hand. So probably Thoughtseize and take Balance.
Yeah, I like
If
that.
they don't force, they would be insane if they forced here.
I mean, Force of Will puts them to no cards in hand, and then they balance take our hand.
Okay. Yeah, we could be in trouble. Here we go. Dark Ritual, and then you can Thoughtseize and Duress.
They won't force the Dark Ritual, surely, right?
They would be next level if they did.
Is that worth, do you think?
If we're gonna lose our hand, we may as well. We may as well try this play, right?
Okay.
Like, what else can we do?
Yeah, I actually like Force of Will on a discard spell there, I think, given the texture of their hand.
Yeah, but now they messed up.
I'll lead on Thoughtseize in case they want to force that. Then we're not losing life. I guess we take Force of Will first here, and then we take...
Sure. Because kind of a force play, but it seems fine.
Yeah, at least this way we still have our Ponders and other lands. Like, if they drew another Mox, we would be completely cooked to that balance. Now we have to contend with a Force of Will when they draw a blue card, but at least they don't got a lot going on. A little unfortunate, though.
Yeah. We have 2 Ponders, and Flow State will be on as soon as we...
Do you just ponder off Underground Sea before playing land
Ponder
here?
first. Yeah, see what our options are.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's all really good. I kind of like Doomsday, Lotus, Flow State, draw the Flow State, and then ponder again and get the Lotus, maybe play it out. Doomsday's on top. We draw the Doomsday, then we can start Flow Stating.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's better to have Doomsday in hand.
You want to play the Lotus out?
Put both Doomsdays on top and play the Lotus. They're playing crazy shit like Balance. They have 2 cards in hand?
Yeah, one of them's a force. Because I'd ideally like to bait the Force of Will out of their hand with the Flow State, but obviously we can't do that at this juncture.
I mean, we're going to have so many options next turn.
Yes. And there's another Doomsday underneath the first Doomsday. Okay, so they're forcing pitching Paradoxical Outcome on Black Lotus. That's totally fine with us.
To 0 cards?
To 0 cards. We can't cast the Doomsday because of the islands, but what did they draw? Thunder Trap Trainer, sure. That is a bit of a skipper, but at least we know what they're going to end up with. Time Vault. Okay.
Well, I guess we know what we're looking for.
Okay, we fetch first, right? To shuffle that Doomsday away.
Yeah, we don't want that.
And then we play Flow State, looking for a discard spell. So we got to hope they don't draw land now. Right?
Well, we got to redraw. We'll take Flow State and Street Wraith.
We could take... Well, we played land. Yeah, we did. Okay.
Yeah,
Flow State, Street Wraith.
That's easy.
And then you want a Street Wraith here? Yep.
I do.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Still doesn't help the Doomsday situation. Okay, well, we let this resolve. They'll tap that. Force the Time Vault. Manifold Key.
Sure. Go to 10. Any mana source other than Mox Sapphire. Okay. Better not die to this Thunder Trap Trainer.
Yeah, that would be embarrassing.
You have a lot of powerful cards, though.
We do.
Just draw land. Come on. Just draw land. Land? Draw land.
Pass it. Okay, we'll take our damage. We're at 9. Doomsday will put us to 4. Is this paradoxical? Snapcaster Mage. Balance. Not like this.
Word. But they lose all their creatures.
True. Choose a land you control. Click done to sacrifice the rest.
That was crazy work. Okay.
Opponent got some runners.
This is where we draw Ancestor
Recall. All right. We haven't used Undercity Sewers yet. This is game 1, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Everything's starting to
Ladies
blur
and gentlemen, vintage
together. All right. Undercity Sewers time, I believe.
Show us Ancestor Recall.
To bin.
Nah, we don't want that. Yes.
Not helpful. Ponder into Ancestral. Shuffle.
Nope. Shuffle that. Yeah.
Ponder.
Well, that's all 4 of our ponders. So
Flow states.
okay. Maybe go C flow state ritual. Draw the flow state next turn.
And not draw C. Wait, have we made a land drop this turn?
You got me. Yeah.
Rituals, Dark Ritual, flow state, Underground C. Use Ponder's ability, no. Play Underground C, pass.
Balance? Bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, balance was pretty insane. But we're clawing.
36 cards left in our deck to 47.
Yeah.
All right. Flow state for the win.
What a game of Magic. This format's really fun. Oh, lordy lords. Okay. Do they have anything? Are we supposed to take Doomsday Fluster?
And then we can protect it. We can't protect anything with Flusterstorm. They've got 5 mana.
True.
More with the Manifold Key.
True.
I think we just take Ritual Doomsday and send.
Oof. Ritual Doomsday has been sent.
Okay. So probably we want...
We're going to 4 here.
Ancestral. We want to take the Duress because if they flash in a Snapcaster Mage at the end of the turn, we don't want to die.
Yep.
So Ancestral, get an Oracle, Duress, and another land. Maybe the basic island. Is that still around?
I
get exiled somewhere.
It's in the graveyard. Island, Duress.
Just do both Oracles.
Ancestral, Oracle. Yeah. They don't have a clock. This is game 1. They have 2 cards in hand. One of them could be... No, it wouldn't be paradoxical. They would have fired that. So this is the way we want to do it?
Yep. It's all we can do now. Ancestral draws us Island, Duress, Oracle, and we Duress and play our Oracle. And
is there a particular order you want these 3 cards? I guess it would be Islands,
yeah.
Oracle with Duress on top?
Yeah. So that if they mental misstep the Ancestral or something, they could Snapcaster here.
If they had mental misstep, they might have misstepped the Dark Ritual. Oh,
we lose.
Fascinating.
Oh, well.
Well, that was a sad end to that.
That's just game 1.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so some kind of artifact balance deck.
Let's bring in Mindbreak Trap, Null Rod.
Mindbreak Trap, Null Rod.
On the play, let's just call this good.
Okay.
Take out the island and consider.
Island and consider gone.
Freaking balance. Kidding me?
Yeah, that was a wild game. That was like a classic vintage game where both people kind of explode, and then you're in garbage time and you just got to try to claw yourself out. I think we played it quite well. The Time Twister was definitely not on my radar. I don't think there was anything we could have done about that given context.
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing like all the stuff.
Do you like the Undercity Sewer hands here?
Oh, man, that's really tough. Got to redraw with Street Race.
We're on the play. We draw a card.
Man.
Undercity Sewers pass. Ancestral probably gets countered. There's a lot to like about what's going on here. This sewer sucks, though.
Powerful cards. Okay, I could be wrong, but This might be a keep. We cycle the Street Wraith immediately, looking for an untapped land. We can Dark Ritual, Demonic, Vampiric. Like, we get a lot of stuff.
I'm down to give
Yeah.
it a shot, I think.
Okay. Maybe it's just late, but this does a lot of really powerful stuff. The suspicion right now is that they do not play Wasteland. Thundertrap Trainer and Snapcaster Mage. This is just like Time Vault Control.
Yeah, they'll have
It's just like,
paradoxicals to return them, the
yeah.
Snapcasters, and I'm sure,
I guess
especially
it's just
with the
DO,
Thunder
right?
Trap. Yeah. All right, so we'll start with a Wraith here,
Yeah.
right?
Something good.
Like,
Yes.
okay.
Because if it gets us an untapped land. Oh. Yeah. All right. Yikes. No, we don't want that.
But
Just need mana.
this is where they like strip mine us.
Yeah.
Maybe
They got
this is
old border power on Mitgo.
okay.
That's actually okay. Well, yeah, sure. What, doesn't that hose you?
Do they play Fluster typically, do you think?
Do not. I think you should ancestral targeting us.
Sounds good. Please. Please.
I guess they can always crack their bubble.
Oof.
Oh, geez.
Cycle again, I guess. We have Force of Will.
There's nothing we can do.
What do you want to discard?
Flow state and vampiric. We don't need anything. Nothing that we would get. And vampiric, yeah.
Okay. I guess we can't
Sure.
force because they have Vexing Bauble, so I don't know what I've been talking about this whole time.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
they also can't they can't do anything with all their baubles. They have to crack this before
Too long. Yeah, because they can't deploy more sapphires or lands moxes of their own. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Thoughtseize, like a land would just be perfect here. Not Mox Jet. Go ahead and ponder. Flow state, duress, underground sea, and we're gonna Thoughtseize. And then next turn we can duress and Doomsday.
What are we taking here? To Fairy, right?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, their Force of Wills don't do anything unless they crack their bauble, which we would be fine with. Let's see that hand again. They would have to draw something absolutely nutty here to get out of what spots come.
Okay.
Sure. They can
I guess they can hard cast Force. Oh, that's bad for us. Maybe I was wrong about my decision, but I guess if we took one, we're in the same boat anyways. I don't know, you want to like flow state or something?
Yeah, go ahead.
We have a flow state on top of our deck too, right?
Yeah.
You think that's fine?
If they want to hard cast Force on this, then next turn, suddenly our duress is on.
Yep. Looks like that's what they're doing. Okay.
Sure. Okay.
We have to be a little.
That's one of them.
Quick on the clock here. They played Sea last turn, Islands.
And sure, they can. Now we have Force backup if they crack their bubble.
So I go duress here. Then we say they haven't drawn anything relevant.
That they wouldn't be able to crack bauble for, which is fine if they do, because we have Force backup. We lose to Flusterstorm here. And honestly,
Fluster's not the end of the world.
Flusterstorm.
Yeah. All right, Doomsday's in. Now what?
Well, we have Force of Will to protect if they crack their bauble. We don't die to Time Twister. So I think you want both Oracles, another Underground Sea.
Oracle, Underground Sea.
We could put Ancestral in there.
Yep.
Yeah, it should be Ancestral. And Duress again.
Then how do we want to do this? Oracle on the bottom.
Oracle, then Underground Sea. Yeah. Then Duress, then Thassa's Oracle, then Ancestral.
Duress, Thassa's Oracle, Ancestral.
Because we actually only get to if we Ancestral on our turn and they try to counter it somehow, we just wait. If they crack their bauble, our Force is on, and we can play our Mock Sapphire.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Yeah, we can consult Oracle, right? If they as well.
If they crack the bubble.
Yeah.
But we don't need to, really.
No, probably not.
Play their other island. If they drew their Ancestral, we're just dead. But that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but... for us, there's nothing we can do.
I don't think we're necessarily dead if they draw Ancestral.
Then they just Ancestral us in response to our own Ancestral and we die.
Yeah, but what if we play like Flow State instead?
We got some moves.
I don't know. Because then we can pitch the Ancestral to Force of Will if they have to crack their bauble.
Right. And we could just not play our Ancestral and play chicken with them. And then on our turn, go Mock Sapphire Consult. Oh, we can't Mock Sapphire.
Right. I guess we can't cast the Flow State. Never mind. Because we draw to 4 for turn. Then we Flow State to 3. Then they Ancestral us. Shoot.
That's fine, though. Oh, then we die.
Then we draw on our draw step. Yeah. Wow. Demonic Tutor. Excellent draw, huh?
They have 3 unknown cards.
One of them's Island. Okay. Sure.
Wasn't I just saying I haven't seen that card in forever?
You were. Don't show me the Ancestral now, friend. Oof, 2 of these activations, though, is terrifying. Mox Opal's the best you could come up with, though, huh?
And they can't even play that. And they know they have an island in hand?
I guess.
Okay. So I guess we Flow State? Right?
What's the order of our... Where's the Underground Sea?
I think it's underneath the Duress and the Oracle. There's 2 Oracles in there, though.
Okay.
So if we Flow State, you're right, we go down to 3 cards. But we can't draw off of their Ancestral either because of Narset. It's not just...
Right. Okay. So, and we still have to win another game after this if we win this one. So, yeah, Flow State only gets us 1 card. Ancestral gets us 1 card in our opponent's end step as well, right? If we cast it on their turn.
Interesting. Yeah, but we're not going to have the mana for that. We can't cast the Sapphire.
Right. Okay, so Flow State here. It's not turned on. It gets us 1 card, but it allows us actually to reorder our pile, I think. So Oracle's going to go onto the top of our deck now, right? Because there's an Oracle on the bottom of our deck. So if we take Underground Sea here,
right,
we can present Demonic Consultation Oracle next turn.
Oracle, yeah.
And it beats like a plow. Or we could take the Duress.
No, we don't have enough mana for all this. Yeah, take the Sea. Draw the other Oracle.
Then you want to go Duress with Oracle underneath it?
Yes.
So then the deck will be Oracle, Duress, Oracle.
Oracle, right, yeah.
Okay, and we can still Ancestral on their turn if that's something we want to do, but then we lose our Force if they have to crack their bauble. We also just don't have to Consult next turn. I should have taken Duress. Well, oh.
No, we didn't have mana to cast it. We need 3 mana to do this.
But we don't need to Consult because we're just going to have 2 cards left in our deck. Oh, never mind, I'm stupid. Never mind. Yeah. No. You're right. We needed the Sea to have 3 mana to either Duress. Okay, they got a Tezzeret. So they have Mox Opal, Island, Tezzeret in hand, and 2 unknown cards. Played Island.
What's the Island?
Searching their library for a card. What could it be? They've tapped out of Swords to Plowshares.
Crazy game.
So now that they've tapped out of Swords to Plowshares, do we fire Ancestral Recall to pick up Oracle and then draw Duress and then Duress them, Oracle them?
Oh boy. Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense? I think I like this.
Good call on Ancestral getting us 1 card on their turn.
Yeah. This is something I've done against Jeskai Control. If they hardcast Force here, that's totally fine, though. I think we've got them. They shouldn't have tapped this.
Ooh, let's not counter.
Is this game 2?
This is game 2, yeah.
Yeah, so we beat Consign as well with this Duress. I mean, not like combinations of these cards, but we might have just Show me your consign.
If they have consign and force, I mean, we play our oracle and then we play another oracle, I guess.
True. Yeah. We do still have another oracle.
Now they're tanking. They got Opal before.
Opal was off of this, so I expect it was
Right.
just the only thing they could have taken.
They have a lot of mana and they have a lot of things they can do. They can crack this bauble. They can spin their top. Okay.
No response.
I think we got to play our oracle, right?
Right. Hopefully it's just consign.
It could be force.
So they'll consign here, replicate. Yeah. And then we've got second oracle. They can't activate the Narset anymore, but they do get a bauble at the divining top.
And they have Snapcaster Mages in their deck. They can rebuy. I think this is the end of the line for us, but stranger things have happened.
Yeah, Snapcaster on consign is bad. I think I like the way we played, though.
Did they? No, they just played some stuff.
I might have counted our chickens before they hatched, though, just like you said.
They are tanking a lot, so
Fluster.
it's not a foregone conclusion.
That is true. They can play.
Sometimes they have it all.
Whenever an artifact you control enters, so they'd have to crack bauble. But now our force is dead. That was the risk of using that recall, but I do like that play because that forced them to have two things.
Yeah, it's fine.
Is this where they just ancestral us?
At paying mana? Weird.
They have Vexing Bauble. They have Vexing Bauble.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well, comes down to this.
Should have attacked first.
They're drawing a card. They just found another consign.
Force?
Oh, it's force. All right.
Wait. Demonic Consult before we die.
Is there a card called I Am Already Dead?
A good day to pie? No.
Killer Among Us? That's...
God, there could be anything. Angel's Grace? Just in case, because then we wouldn't lose.
That's true. Yeah, I'm down for Angel's Grace. All right. I hope that the opponent enjoyed that. That was an exceptional match.
Yeah. What kind of deck is that? That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a really, really cool deck there. I liked the balance was neat with all the Moxes. They played well. I think like they would have killed us outright if they got Ancestral off of Demonic. But I mean, they drew bangers. They drew Demonic Tutor, Flusterstorm, Consigned to Memory, and Force of Will, with the help of a couple of skippers along the way. But it's crazy because like none of the cards that beat us, the Flusterstorm and the Consign, weren't revealed to us off of the Narset, right?
Yeah.
Like they just took bad cards with their Narset. Yeah.
No, sometimes that's the way it goes.
It's the way it goes.
I don't think we ever truly had like a absolutely busted vintage hand, because with the fast mana and the discard, there's often situations where you check their hand on turn one, take the relevant thing, and then just Doomsday
go off.
They're basically
done,
completely out of luck.
Yeah. We didn't really actually have something crazy like that.
You just can't play that much.
Right. Man, that was sweet though. Thanks for coming along, Eric. This was an absolute blast. This definitely has me scratching the vintage bug again. Like I think I'm going to be maybe playing some vintage leagues now on the channel because this was a lot of fun. I really like how much you can do in a turn, and how it kind of rewards being thoughtful about the things that you're doing. Which is
let it never be said that vintage is just like a coin flip.
No, it's some of the very intricate gameplay.
Okay, I really need to go, but thanks a lot, Scott.
No, thank you, Eric.
I still plan to send you this card. It's sitting here on my desk.
Okay, well I have the clue. I've been cracking it weekly with my Tamios, and thank you so much for the clue token. I have to.
Of course. But if you have two, then you can have two Tameo clues.
That is true.
And I certainly have very little need for a clue token that says Scott on it.
I mean, I kind of want you to use it. It'd be kind of funny to me, but I'm just showing my camera now. I guess you can't see my face. I got my clue out because my Doomsday deck's sitting right beside me here. But yeah, no, I thank you so much for coming on, Eric. For talking through 20 minutes. They say vintage is quick, and yet we spent a very long time going here. This was a total blast. We'll have to do it again sometime, either vintage or legacy. I won't keep you any longer, Eric. You have yourself a wonderful night. Everybody, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let me know if you like vintage and want to see more vintage on the channel, because this might be something that I'm happy to start doing. All right, guys, have a wonderful night. Cheers, everybody.